need your help to get there. Together, we can help others level up. Here at Gamers Outreach, we believe kids deserve a chance to be themselves. Video games inspire joy. They represent an opportunity for us to connect with each other through activity and story. Kids receiving medical treatment often have only a few outlets. Thankfully, gamers are here to make a difference.
I'm Sarah Joe, and my kids are three kids who are all children's patients. My son Luca is medically complex. Just to see him kind of brighten up a little bit when that cart rolled in.
Spanning from our first push into hospitals with our go-kart, our quest now encompasses our newest program, Save Point, which will help impact even more lives. Save Point offers toys and prizes to kids via high-tech vending machines in hospitals, rewarding patients as they reach treatment milestones and fostering a sense of accomplishment.
Most of us gaming specialists are lifelong gamers. My first impression of seeing these go-karts is just the huge potential this has to bring gaming to families in the hospital that didn't think that gaming was going to be possible.
With massive support from the gaming community, we have delivered hundreds of go-karts to healthcare facilities around the world, enabling more than 5 million gaming experiences annually for kids receiving care. Not only in the U.S. and Canada, but go-karts have been deployed worldwide.
Bigger than Seattle Children's, almost every therapeutic gaming program in the country's backbone is the Gamers Outreach card. Many patients say it helps them feel like they're at home. Like I said, it's a cool piece of tech that you can customize in a situation where a lot of what is happening to them is not up to them.
We have shared the gift of play with over 400 hospital partners, and we're just getting started. day, we want to look back and ask ourselves, remember when hospitals didn't have video games? We need your help to get there. Together, we can help others level up. Here at Gamers Outreach, we believe kids deserve a chance to be themselves. Video games inspire joy. They represent an opportunity for us to connect with each other through activity and story. Kids receiving medical treatment often have only a few outlets. Thankfully, gamers are here to make a difference.
I'm Sarah Coat, and my kids are my three kids who are all Seattle children's patients. My son Luca is medically complex. You know, just to see him kind of brighten up a little bit when that cart rolled in.
Spanning from our first push into hospitals with our go-kart, our quest now encompasses our newest program, Save Point, which will help impact even more lives. Save Point offers toys and prizes to kids via high-tech vending machines in hospitals, rewarding patients as they reach treatment milestones and fostering a sense of accomplishment.
Most of us gaming specialists are lifelong gamers. My first impression of seeing these go-karts is just the huge potential this has to bring gaming to families in the hospital that didn't think that gaming was going to be possible.
With massive support from the gaming community, we have delivered hundreds of go-karts to healthcare facilities around the world, enabling more than 5 million gaming experiences annually for kids receiving care. Not only in the US and Canada, but go-karts have been deployed worldwide.
Bigger than Seattle Children's, almost every therapeutic gaming program in the country's backbone is the Gamers Outreach card. Many patients say it helps them feel like they're at home. Like I said, it's a cool.
Audio sources. There we go. Now everyone should be able to hear us. I forgot to put my audio sources in this scene.
Wonderful, beautiful. Hello.
I'm very smart.
Introduce yourself. This is your stream.
Oh, God, I don't even. Hello, everyone. I'm Sonami Khan, former villain working on my redemption arc, and in between helping my heroes fight my former villainous coworkers, I am raising money for the children.
Woo!
With Bob Ross and Captain Hurricane, who is also
me.
Bob Ross but a hedgehog.
Yes, Hog Ross, which led to a funny thing earlier where someone thought I was like a wild boar. And I was like, no. No.
Oh my god.
That's a new one for me. Normally, you know, it's hamster, but I guess because they kept seeing hog and didn't see any spikes, they were like, oh, so you're a boar. Like, you know, live on air to like 80 people. I'm like, no, I'm a hedgehog. Did the hog part of Hog Ross confuse you? Does my nose look like a pig nose?
I guess with like, I don't know, some anime stuff, they're like, no, regardless of the animal, we're just gonna draw them like a cat.
True, yeah. Yeah, that is a 50 feral Hog Ross.
I love it here.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is what we live
when
for.
I was a young warthog.
Oh, we went into two completely different Disney songs. I was going, cue poor unfortunate souls.
I found my aroma like a sudden appeal. Like a clear savannah after every meal. I'm a sensitive soul, but I seem thick-skinned. But it hurt. My friends never stood downwind. And oh, the shame. I'm done now, yeah.
Oh, see, I was gonna do the whole Timon roll. I was gonna
go for it then. Yes, okay. And oh, the shame.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Say he was ashamed.
He was ashamed.
Out of change of my name.
Oh, once in a name.
And I felt downhearted.
How did you feel?
Every time that I.
Boomba! Not in front of the kids.
Oops, sorry. Hakuna Matata.
We don't do the 2019 version.
Well, the weird, like, whoever voices Timon goes on, like, a weird breakaway, and it's like, sure, it's fine. The amount of times I've sung that song, I think with Freya as well.
Oh, yeah.
On the way to Disneyland Paris. Morning circuit, and with other friends on the way to Disneyland Paris. So, yeah.
I mean, you know me, I will do Lion King anytime, anywhere.
Exactly, perfect. And we have, you know, King of the Pride himself, Bob Ross, with his beautiful name.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. Oh my god, my one Tumblr post. I made a Tumblr post years ago that was, take me back to the glorious flowing manes of, Phase 1 early Heisei Kamen Riders. And someone brought that back recently, so it keeps going around and I'm thinking about it all the time.
I was like, we need to make you a full-on Sonic the Hedgehog style model cap. I believe Hef did start making one for me, but then he realized how many parts are part of a live 2D model, and he was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that then. And it's like, understandable, Hef.
Valid. Extremely valid. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Hef Lito's a great artist, though, so, yeah.
Yes.
He actually designed my, like, adventure style.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic ones, like fan art, and that's what I used for the wonderful Escape from the City cover from last.
Yes. Oh my god. That was so good.
I will take up the mantle. Right.
Oh my god.
So we're raising money for Gamers Outreach.
Yes. A cause near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
I need to make sure my timers are correct. Turn off the crowd control one, because that's not important today.
Nope.
But we are, in fact, raising money for Gamers Outreach, cause near and dear to my heart. As y'all saw in the screen, they provide just gaming and levity and fun to kids and young adults in long-term hospital stay.
Oh yes, and we've been raising money for them for, I want to say 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think this is my 3rd year. Might be my 4th year. I don't know what time is.
Time is a fake concept. But actually, no, it can't be 4th year for me because I'm having my 4th anniversary in like a month. So 3 years for me.
Okay, so then it is 4 for me because I know I did it for a year. I did Spooktacular the year before we formed Gatai.
That sounds right. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, this is our tradition of the Bob Ross paint-along.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's just two of us today. A lot of people were. Chooch was busy with work. Sky was busy with some personal stuff. Other people are busy with stuff. So
Pixie and Courage are endurancing Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, doing their own VTUBE Summer Slam.
Yes, bless them. That is beyond my skill set.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play through all those Team Chaotix levels on.
I think they did already.
Oh well.
I think they started with them. I think they worked their way backwards because Rose is the easiest. So
yeah, I guess it's just like Sonic is normal, Team Dark is hard, Team Rose is easy, and Chaotix is like
weird puzzle collective on levels.
That was probably very smart, and I guess they just used their kind of game that was already completed. Because I think you have to unlock playing as like the other team. So
I don't think so.
I don't. Okay.
I think all 4 of them are open. But I know they finished getting all the emeralds on Team Dark, so they don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think they did Chaotix first, then Dark to get the annoying one and the hard one out of the way. And I think they're still going through Sonic, and then they don't have to they don't have to brain cell for Team Rose.
They don't have to brain cell for Team Rose, and they can be like, like hitting their head against the wall from frustration because of Chaotix. Team Chaotix. We're a bunch of widows that do stuff.
Oh my god. The team themes from that game kind of slap, though.
Oh yeah.
They do kind of slap.
I love them all. They're great. I love a lot of the music, the vocal tracks in Sonic Heroes. I think some of the stage music isn't the best. Like, obviously. After many years,
are way too short.
Yeah. After many years, Seaside Hill has definitely kind of wormed its way into being something that I like because of like nostalgia. And I've always liked the Rail Canyon.
There are a few of them that are fine, but like, as much as I love the casino area in Sonic Heroes, the music there is bad. It's bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think that's the last Sonic Casino because I think there's one in Shadow, but I can't. That's a thing for another time.
Yeah,
when was the last time Sonic went gambling? Who knows?
They're all too young. Tails is a literal baby in Heroes.
Tails is a baby, yeah.
So shall we let Bob begin?
Yeah, Bob, tell us, Bob. Let's go.
Hi,
welcome us back.
You could join me today. And today I thought we'd do a black canvas.
Hello, Bob.
And I've already taken and covered the entire canvas with a layer of sap green and phthalo blue.
Sap green and phthalo blue. Okay,
mixed
it's not
them
the black
together
that I've
with a
used,
brush.
but you know what?
Now I'll have them run all the colors that we're going to use today across your screen, and they'll come across the screen in the same order that I have them on my palette, starting with white and going around. And while they're doing that, let's go ahead and do
exam
a fantastic
blue.
painting
Sorry,
together.
these are the Gundam ones I used earlier.
And as I say, this is sap green and phthalo blue covered
Burnt
over
umber, that is a kind of a brownie
canvas.
color. So
we'll make this canvas
bear
black
guy brown.
using a flat black acrylic. Paint the
yeah,
canvas.
paint along with Freya. I'd love to see what you come up with.
Yes, Freya, please. It's so fun. Highly encourage everyone watching to paint along with us.
Let's go right into some titanium white. We'll start out here and just load the whistles full.
Sap green is like green. Powder yellow, a nice Paptimus Sirocco yellow.
This is a fun little painting. Let's go right up
these
to
are dumb
canvas, and maybe there's a light source right there. Just pick out a little spot.
Okay, we're going straight away. Bob
little X
does not
and
slow down
outward. Here, just let it go. Have fun.
Yeah, Bob, I'm doing it.
There. Oh my God, why am I lagging?
But you can see how when you apply a little white, all these beautiful colors just happen. These black canvases are
can't be see what's happening now.
They're a lot of fun to do.
This is not really white, is it?
I don't want to have all this real even. I want to just have spots here and there, and I don't want to kill all the dark in places.
Okay.
I want to add a little more white. And go
These
back
beautiful
here. I want
kid
this to be the
pics.
lightest area.
Sound effects as I do this.
And get progressively darker from there on. Okay, got a little hair there, so we'll take him off. And just blend it out. If you happen to get a hair, just use a corner of your brush and blend it away.
Clicking ASMR. Oh, you're getting my click?
Okay.
I'm not
Very lightly, very lightly. Just barely touching the canvas here. And that'll give us a little light source back here.
Oh, no, not 1600. I wanted to bring it down to 100.
Okay, I'll wash the brush.
Drawing other things, technically still drawing. You are power.
Never, never, never do I use turpentine.
We'll be about to beat the devil out of it.
Bad, number one. It leaves a residue in the brush, is it? You need to get out with soap and water.
Messed up.
And I don't
Should we pause?
Wash these natural bristle brushes.
Nope, I'm gonna wing it.
With soap and water. Okay.
He didn't say it.
We'll take a 1-inch brush.
He didn't say it's going to be the devil out of it. Come on.
Into the bristles.
Oh,
that's why we're here.
Let's go right into a little cad
here,
yellow.
Bob.
Little cad yellow. Grab a little sap green and throw in there.
We're here to be the devil out of it.
And I'm just going to load some paint into the bristles. Let's go up here to the canvas.
Try and use
and
tone style.
Maybe.
Get this.
There's just
These
some
like
little
light
indications of a
greens and blues he's got.
Definite shapes here. I just want
I did not get from
background
kid pics.
foliage. So just touch here and there.
Okay. Oh, we're going straight into some
back,
trees.
I'll begin going into maybe a little.
Have I gone further? Whatever.
Ochre.
Me being like, have I done? Am I far enough down?
Oh God, I'm.
Just here and there. All we want is just some background foliage. Most of this is going to be covered up. But in case some of it shows through, it'll look like trees way back in the
I will be fine.
So we're not worried about a great deal of shape.
I can't see what you're doing, so...
My canvas resolution was way too high and it was lagging really bad, so I kind of had to fix all that on the fly.
Oh no!
And you can see some little leaves here and there. Here and there, wherever you want them.
Too much for OBS and
yeah.
And stream to enjoy. Ooh.
Okay. Let's go back into some.
Okay.
A little bit of Indian yellow.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing this
here.
exactly as you have.
Just the corner of the brush. And just
don't worry about it.
Letting the brush sort of bend downward just a little bit.
I'll press the button.
Don't worry about it.
Not a lot of pressure, a little pressure.
It's fine.
Fine. We're all good.
There we go.
Bob will just be happy that we're painting.
Okay, maybe. Yep, right there.
Well, I'm going to miss having, like, top-tier choo-choo pixel art with this as well.
Yeah.
And just sort of let these things just come out of your imagination. No set pattern here.
Ooh, yeah, definitely got a great pattern here, Bob.
Background trees.
But the proper pattern. You never seen a pattern like mine.
Before it's over with, we'll probably cover them up. There'll be very little showing.
Yeah.
Just in case.
All good. We're all good, Bob. Don't worry about it.
Looks like there's trees way far back.
Was this supposed to...
We're deep in the woods.
Please don't say it's supposed to be a reflection of the water, because I'm definitely not getting that, Bob.
Deep in the woods. That's where I like to live.
Well, it did say it's a babbling brook, or bubbling brook,
just to set all
sorry.
that down.
You know what? Groove and groove.
Easy. We've got all kind of little
background
indications.
As Bob likes to say,
just indications.
We don't make mistakes. We make happy little terrible kids.
I'm gonna take a little Van Dyke brown.
Little Van Dyke brown.
Ooh. With it.
White.
Maybe a little teeniest little bit of yellow ochre.
Whoa, Bob, put it down, man.
Titanium white, little Van Dyke brown. Let's go up to the canvas here, and let's just
I don't know really what color he's made, but
indications of some little tree trunks happening here and there. We're not looking for detail. Still not looking for detail.
We're just adding some tree trunks on the
indications.
Got a bit more
that we can see. Already it looks like
great
trees back there, and you really haven't done hardly a thing. Just to make some little indications.
Well, the kind of painting that we much used to follow if you knew how the product looked had looked at the painting. I mean, that's the secret power. Bob Ross does know what the painting looks like ahead of time. He does one or two practice paintings,
make out more detail,
and he has literally the painting he's going to be making off the side where we can't see it.
Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the...
You still there, Sono?
Yup, I'm here. I'm locked in.
Okay, sorry. You're locked in. Sorry. I was like, have I lost you?
Your girl is locked in, terrified, confused. No idea what's happening.
Head empty.
No thoughts. Only vibes.
Listen,
Para, I'm trying to paint
easy.
here.
We've got
I didn't do that on
just
purpose.
something that gives
Come
us
on.
an idea of a nice
Please,
little soft
Para.
background.
Please.
Mother,
Here's the same
please.
old brush. We'll go right into
Please, Mother.
a little bit of the cad yellow.
I say as though Para
Yellow,
is my
good.
mother,
Just
and
mix them
not
up.
I am now Para's mother because Para's in my chat,
Maybe
and
a
that's the
little
rules.
sap
True. That's the rules, yeah.
All I'm doing is just tapping. Tap, tap.
Just tapping.
Like so. Let's go up to the canvas.
You know, I actually,
There's a little-
I had to paint a happy
little
little
happy
cloud earlier,
that lives.
and I did use some of
Right
his techniques for like how to do it and how to do some
Barely
trees. And I was
touch
like,
the
oh,
canvas.
there's a reason he does this. It works.
This one is-
It's almost as if
I don't know.
he's a master of his craft.
Comes right down. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, I'm your mom now, Para. That's the rules of being in my chat. Is if you're here, I'm either
Once
your
again, just
mom
going
or
back
your
and forth
mommy.
between
Pick
all the
wisely.
yellows and
Oh.
the greens.
Oh, I think for very
And the color
asexual Para, it
underneath.
might just be more.
If you touch yellow to it, automatically it'll turn green because it has sap green
Responsibility was getting stressful.
and phthalo blue. So when you touch yellow to either one of those, you get all different shades
Oh, okay.
of green.
What are we
Very
doing,
pretty.
Bob? We're doing,
Let the
we're doing
canvas do the work.
nice ground here. Oh, I've gone too
And
far.
maybe there's another little
Yeah, I'm fine, thank
here
you.
it comes down. There it is. There it is. You knew it was there.
Yeah, like I said, you have the choice.
Okay, let's highlight that a little bit. You can make these
Green here.
The power is yours.
however soft you want them.
Power is yours, as
It's your world.
Captain Planet likes to say.
Yes.
So you decide.
It was great. I saw Para last week. You're at the Undertale concert together. I specifically chose a seat which we both thought was going to be like just ahead of
Okay, now
her
we
and
said earlier
and to the left.
We do a little happy
But
stream.
I was like half a
We
mile
don't have to
away. It
start
was
making
very
some
strange.
decisions.
But anyway, either way, I still was
Where's
able to
the
look over
stream?
to her during certain scenes.
Where's your
And one time she caught me and gave me the finger. It was great. It was
Let's
great.
take the fan brush.
I
And then we'll take a little.
can't remember which song it was
magic
for,
white,
but
mix
I
it
did
with
keep looking over at her
some
for the
titanium
Asgore theme.
white. So I got
And she just
magic
had her
white,
hands on her
titanium
mouth.
white.
She'd
I
gone
put
through at least
magic white in
one
there to
packet
thin
of
it,
tissues
just a small
crying.
amount. Thin paint sticks to a thick paint.
Understandable
Let's
for
go right up
Undertale.
here. And let's decide maybe.
She's definitely going to
There's a
kill me
stream,
for
comes right
revealing
out
this
through
information.
here.
But you know what? It's funny, so it's
Push
fine.
and make some little foamy things. Maybe it. Ah, yep.
What we got
I
up?
may or may not be older than you, Reku.
Just
We may never
over.
know.
Oh god, we're doing this babbling brook now, are we? We're babbling with the brook.
Let
It was a transcendent experience in general. Like, I'm still thinking about, they did like a Mad Dummy from Undertale, but as like
No big deal.
as like a big band performance, and it was really
Make the
incredible. I
impression
had a
of
really
water.
great time. That.
Oh, that does kind of sound like it
Kill all your
owns,
dark areas.
honestly.
Don't
Yeah.
paint it all bright white. You do this rubbing to
Ooh.
pick up some of that undercut.
Off the hook for this one,
You
yay!
don't want it to be just white. You want it to look great.
You're an underweeb.
Because the water reflects the color under it, around
weird
it,
Toby.
above it, and below it, whatever. So it's very rare that you have pure white water.
I have no idea what I'm doing with this little bubbling brook he's got
create all
making.
these
But you
Yeah,
know what?
I
How
am
fast is your
messing
little
around
stream? How
and
much
finding
currents in
out.
it? Is it hitting rocks and stones? All of these things.
That's reminded
You
me, I
have to
should be
make
swearing.
these
I don't think I
decisions,
have
because
sworn
this is-
yet.
this
So,
is real
you know
world.
what? It's good, it's fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
there we go.
Nice. Delta
Yeah,
Boo.
I'm
Exactly,
been-
yeah.
I've been working real hard
Canvas for a
at not
stream, you can
swearing
Show some other things.
this week.
I love to do these little streams like this.
Well, luckily because I was pretending to be Bob Ross earlier, it was a bit easier to not swear because things can just be son of a gun. They can be, heck, and beat the white devil
A
out
lot
of
of
it.
times you have little stones
Silly
underneath
jokes.
the water that you might not be able to see them, but they're there and they affect the water. The water hits them and
Yeah, Paris swears like a
bubbles
sailor.
over 'em.
During most
Maybe it comes in
streams, so
both
do I.
directions.
But I do my best to behave
Stone under
for
there that causes
Gamers
that water
Outreach.
to do that.
I still think of the time I brought a girlfriend home
It looks like
to
a water surging
Mama
over a stone
Hurricane,
that's underneath it.
and she was like, "Oh,
See,
oh, Captain,"
let
because
it
she
go.
does call me
Just
Captain.
play with it, experiment.
You shouldn't
can make as many of
should be
those as you
swearing
want.
in front of
Maybe
your
there's another one.
girlfriend. You know, it's not
Right there.
it's
We don't know how
very,
many stones are
not
under there.
very polite. You know, she
So
wouldn't like
there's
it.
another one here. Okay.
And I was looking at her thinking,
You want another one there?
my
Well, just
girlfriend swears more than I
Drop it
do.
in. Wherever. And it makes your water much more interesting. Okay, as I say, I'll get carried away.
I did relay this to
Cover
her,
the
and
whole
she thought it was
canvas with
very
water, so let's Let's put in some more little soft grassy areas, and maybe they come right.
Well, we're doing more grass. We're doing more grass. Okay, Bob.
Right
Oh God,
here.
Bob,
And you
I'm-
don't need to get some
Grass.
water. You just take your fan brush and rub it a little bit and it'll go away.
Are you struggling
This
still?
becomes part of the work.
I am.
Now, if you really want to show some light striking
I
through,
am
Don't worry.
I add a little
losing it.
titanium white. Same color.
Looks
same
losing it.
color. We're just changing the value, the intensity of the color. So
Whoa,
it makes it look like
whoa.
a little bright spot there, maybe where a little sunlight's hitting.
Highlights, okay, Bob.
It's the same color.
I trust
have
in
not
you.
changed the color.
Trust acid highlights.
And maybe it strikes a little bit right here also. Don't want to just hit on one side of the stream. Maybe the light's hitting here also.
More highlights here, Bob. Okay, sure. Yep.
There.
You want more grass
Okay,
over
that
there?
shows you how to
Okay.
do that. Let's get a little more.
Bob, you can have all the grass you want.
Let's just drop these.
I don't know what I'm
Ready.
doing. This looks pretty bad, Bob.
No.
Maybe,
Believe.
maybe.
Believe that you can do it, and you can do it.
Comes right there. That's what's so fantastic about.
Every now and then I
playing
go
like
back and
this.
listen to
You
that.
don't have any
Yeah. Same.
preset.
I have a
notions
friend who works for PBS.
of what you're going to do or tracings that
And
you
I think
have
she was
to
the one that
follow. You
introduced
have
me to it
freedom
because,
here. Freedom.
I was getting
Maybe
into it
that's
like
what
during the time
attracted
of
me
like,
so much to this
the art
technique.
tag on Twitch.
Was the freedom.
Yeah.
And when they were
There's
doing
no
all the Bob Ross
restraints.
marathons, and she was like, "Yeah,
Only
you ever heard
God is your
this?" I was like,
heart.
"Oh my god, this is amazing."
You let it take
And
you
like,
wherever you want to go.
I apparently Bob did play
And right in the middle of
in
these paintings, you
UK
can
in
change
some
it.
areas. At
Oh,
least in
gosh, whatever you
Scotland,
want.
maybe,
Let's
but
see.
I don't know if
Okay,
ever
go back to my fan
was like
brush
in my
with a little white on
territory.
it. I'll clean
Um,
up some of these
But
little
when there
edges
were
here.
more delineated territories in the UK,
When you're
for
bending this fan brush, try
um,
both sides of it. You'll find
TV,
it bends better on one side than it does the other.
definitely
One
don't think we got
side,
Mr. Rogers.
A lot of
so,
times it just
I,
gives you smiley faces.
Yeah, don't know anything about
smiley
Mr. Rogers other than he's a stand-up guy.
If that happens, turn your brush over and use the other side. Check it. and see if
Yeah,
it does not work better. Usually.
I listened to a
on
bunch
most
of them.
brushes, you'll find that
Bob
one
Ross
side
was the
always
best.
seems
Whoa,
to
we're getting
argue.
raided!
Oh my God,
try
Sheila!
both
Thank you
sides
for
of your
the
fan brush.
raid.
Woo! Thank you, Sheila.
They're some of the most unique and individualized brushes there are.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone. We are
Things for
painting
you.
with Bob
Why
Ross
don't you make friends with them?
for the kids.
Add a little more green. There we go.
Absolutely.
Let's go right in here.
We have no idea what we're
Dark color. I don't wanna
doing.
lose all
I
this dark
certainly don't.
Maybe this little stream. We'll just let it go off the canvas.
I always forget. It's fine. Don't worry about
Come
it.
back over on this
sorry.
side.
Oh. You want to work, mouse? There we go.
And
building up the grass,
I'm gonna
okay,
add a
Bob?
little brown on my brush.
Still
I'm
brown.
gonna start dulling
Boy.
this color down. I want the front of this painting to be dark.
Are we sure about the brown,
And
Bob?
you can add brown.
Sure about the
and
brown?
you can just
brown?
keep tapping here, and it'll pick up the blue and green underneath, and automatically it'll get darker.
You know, I don't need blue or green underneath, Bob,
Automatically.
so I'll just take your word for it.
I mean, I have blue and green underneath. It's not picking up anything. It's
Okay, let's take.
Both the works are
fan brush
gorgeous.
again.
Thank you,
Yeah, I told you
Sheila.
this was gonna be-
It's
Thank
so
you,
nice of you to
Sheila.
lie to us.
This is one that we enjoy, and I know that you.
We do more, Bob? Okay, right.
There we go. Let's add a little water, a little foam things happening, whatever. Don't lose all your dark in the
Oh.
water either.
Good take a brush. There we go. All right.
And this water's hitting.
Water's
and
coming down. It's
shining
going to the edge of
and, just all
my
kinds of
canvas, I guess. I don't know. I've just
beautiful
picked a
things. There it is.
random edge of the
Happening.
canvas.
Just let 'em go. Let 'em go.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Just
It's
let your
fine.
hand go. It'll take you.
You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. You know, we're all good.
It's just going. We're just going.
I mean,
We're just doing.
Just let them happen.
No
Yes.
probs.
Happen and learn to-
Sheila, please
learn to
go.
use what
Please
happens.
take care of yourself.
That's
Do
when
what
the
you
fun
gotta
starts.
do. Thank you for bringing your chat to
That's when the fun
us.
starts.
For
Okay,
this
I'm gonna go back to my
Bob
big brush.
Rossathon,
I'll just
my
bring some
stream
of
has
these
gone in a
Correct.
completely
areas.
different direction than his.
Right on down. Right on down. There it goes.
Then Bob's.
Yeah, his is going
Okay.
off in one way, mine's going off in the other. I'm sure
Don't worry
he'd be
about it.
fine with that.
We're almost.
You'll be fine, you
we're
know.
almost to the point we gotta
This is your
painting that you
world,
could
your
probably
creation.
stop here and have a pretty nice painting. But we'll play a
find
little
freedom
more.
on this
We got a little more
canvas.
time, so we'll play and have fun.
Audio jungle.
There we go. dark here.
Okay, we're going back to green, are we, Bob? Okay, let me put some more browns
Okay.
here then, and then greens over
Now
it.
let's
So
put.
dull it down,
come
as you
on,
like
let's
to
do
say.
this. I'm gonna take another fan brush.
You know, and
Maybe we'll
that's what you
put,
like to say about the
let's
bright
put
red
a
as
little
well. It's a
dirt around
dulling
the
color.
edges here.
Bob,
Right
your
into some
color
Van Dyke
theory is much better than
brown
mine, I believe you.
And burn umber. And I'll just mix it right on the brush. Just back and forth between the two.
Back
A lot
and
of paint on the brush. Okay, let's go up to the
It
canvas.
is funny when I'm watching, like I said, sometimes
Maybe.
watch Bob Ross before I go to
There it
bed.
is, right here.
And it is funny when I kind of get to an
Stone,
episode which
drop
you
it in.
know, that song uses parts from.
Maybe there's some.
I'm like,
dirt in
oh,
here.
is this the one? It's the thing.
Make a decision. Drop
Bob's
it in.
here.
Bob's
Don't like it,
here!
Change it. Change it. It's your stream. Your dirt.
That
You can
brown.
change it.
And looks like he's using a bit of the
You can
alizarin
change
crimson.
Anything. Can do anything.
You can change anything. Whoa.
Anything.
Bob.
Just relax. Enjoy. Have fun.
Blacks.
Can maybe right over here. I'll show a little more dirt
Changes
over
everything.
here. Okay, put the dark
Yeah, this
in.
is definitely. Yeah. Great.
Let that go
Thanks,
right
Bob.
back out of
Definitely,
sight.
I'm just making this as I go
I'm
along.
gonna take a little
Iron.
yellow ochre and white. A little yellow ochre and white.
But again, he'll be fine with that.
There we go. There we go. And let's just lay a little highlight right up here
Little highlight now.
on
Ooh.
top of these
Bob.
stones. Just barely touching. Barely touching. Just let that paint touch. Just barely play along there.
No, I think yeah. Just some hairs and some
Put
areas.
a lot of pressure on your brush. It's just going to mix together with the brown, and you're going to lose all your highlights. So just let it graze.
It is funny, like, you know, I do have the CSP that does have, like, blending, which I'm guessing is what you're
Let
using.
it go.
I suppose it's not quite blending as you want to right now.
And you can make these highlights different colors. I
Like, I'm mostly trying to, like, I have a Bob
and
Ross
normal, so
set
you
of
can see it
brushes
well
in
on
the
top.
studio.
Yeah.
Which I try to
according to where you live,
primarily just
stones are
use
all
that.
different
Yes.
colors.
Yeah.
Some places they're absolutely.
It's not
just
going
red.
great this
Especially
time.
the lot of iron ore in the.
Yeah, I sometimes try and use them, and I don't always have the best
Rust.
time. I think I just need to
Alaska
practice
where
with
I
them a
live.
bit, but then I forget to practice.
As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah,
Green,
like
you know,
I don't practice this between Bob Ross streams. We just do it.
And then
go.
sometimes in the summer, the fireweed is.
Fireweed and Alaska State flower. What's a fireweed?
The fireweed will go up the side of a mountain and make the whole mountain look red. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And I was like everybody else in Alaska. I went and got some fireweed and planted it in my yard and sat around and watched it die. It will not grow where you want it to. It only grows where it wants to.
Wow.
It's the most
Grows
independent
where it wants
plant
to.
I've ever seen.
That's you know, that's an allegory for life, Bob.
Yeah, don't
Everyone
we
grows where
all?
they want
How you
to.
can make all these little beautiful things around this stream.
Yeah,
We've got
I'm
a
definitely doing.
completed stream nearly.
You know what? I'm going to use
Okay,
some
let's
red,
have some fun.
even though he's not.
Shoot that once
But again, it's my world, it's my terrain.
I'm gonna go back into this fan brush and load it full of paint.
So these
A lot of
fireweeds about.
brown, a lot of brown.
Yep.
Maybe,
Wonderful colours. Oh, we're making a muddy
build a
brown, are we,
tree or
Bob?
two.
Okay.
Okay, let's
We're gonna
go
build some
here.
trees.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
a nice tree that lives.
Oh, you!
He lives right there. See there? We know
It is there.
There,
Yeah, I can see that, Bob.
It's just the right place for a tree.
The right place for a tree.
Just the right
Absolutely,
place.
mate.
Maybe he's got another arm. Comes
Their
around.
arm. Ooh.
Yep.
You can have a friend as well.
And you can make trees in your world any way
You can make
want.
trees in your world any way you want.
Any-
Yes. Want my tree to be able to hold up.
There we go.
Yeah,
kind
I want
of
my
massive
tree to be
tree house.
strong.
Use a liner brush and make some more detailed things later on. Okay, let's go to the other
things
side
later on.
over here. Maybe
We can make a big old
maybe
tree.
there's a nice tree who lives. Where does he live? He lives there.
Where does he live? He lives there.
He lives there.
Okay.
Wherever. Just make him come
Whoop.
down a little further.
The big fella.
Isn't it fantastic?
why
You can
this
move a
trunk?
tree that easy.
Yeah.
You can pull him forward, push him
Isn't it
back,
fantastic? You can move a tree that easy. Yeah.
make him strong, make him weak.
I mean,
Strong.
you know,
tall,
Sono is technically a moving tree, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, I am a tree that can go wherever I want,
Just however.
and I will.
There we go. It gives him
But maybe
a
not
few
to
little
Alaska.
branches here and there.
I mean, as a kid, I
Let's
did always
take-
want to go to Alaska.
And
Same,
we'll
yeah.
put some color on there. Tell you what I'm going to do first.
I had a sled dog
Liner brush,
hyperfixation
little
for a
brown,
hot minute.
little white.
Heck yeah,
Let's
love
highlight a
us.
little bit.
Sled dog.
Just want to show you a little highlight on this trunk.
The
here.
highlight in the trunk. Okay, Bob.
Just so it stands out a little more.
Stands out a
Just
little bit.
brown and white.
You got it, Bob.
A little paint thinner to thin it. Just lay a little highlight on that tree. And you could do this with a
Yeah.
fan brush. Let's go with this other one here.
fan brush, yeah. No, I've tried to use those Bob Ross ones before, but yeah, I need to figure out kind of how exactly they work. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, the alternate version of this brush is Bob doing this thing.
Making it
Yeah.
I'm never sure which one it
I'm going
is.
to some soft green with a 1-inch brush. Just plain
That
soft
green and a
green.
1-inch brush.
Just to get some dark color up here.
Wishes my command.
I'm just using the corner of the brush. And all we're looking for here is
I'll use
just
that green.
some basic shapes.
Oh, nothing.
Just some basic shapes. Just drop them in. And you got to decide how big this tree is, how strong it is. Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? A lot of water, a lot of rain, no rain. See, all these decisions you have to make. You have
All these decisions for our
absolutely
world
unlimited
to
power
make
on this
beautiful
canvas.
tree.
Maybe that's one reason that painting appeals to me so much. It's the only place I got any power. I go home, boy, my wife doesn't give me any power.
Okay.
Bob.
And she sees this, she's gonna kill me too, huh?
What did he say?
A little yellow and green. Let's go up here. And
I don't know what she's gonna kill him about, but
Is it his wife?
yeah. I don't know what she's upset about, but
Probably all the other ladies he kept. She's.
And I shouldn't say such things about my wife. She's a beautiful lady.
Beautiful lady. Yes, she is.
She's made all this possible.
Happiest heterosexual marriage.
I'm gonna add a little yellow ochre to that.
are the
basic
straights
color.
are the
Just go with
straights
it.
ever okay?
And put in a few little indications, like so. A little more paint.
I like his son. Like I've seen a documentary of his son.
And just sort of look at your
Louder
tree
one.
and decide where light's striking it and where you want the highlights to be.
I do know from the another Bob Ross documentary that people
brush,
don't
with a big
normally
brush.
paint along. They just like to
Just
watch
clean up
because
his
it's a
little
nice
foots
watch.
here a
And yeah,
little
you know
tiny
what?
bit.
It is.
Let's go
It is a
ahead
nice
and clean
watch.
this swap a little.
Uh,
Maybe. Tell you what.
What we
Trees
did, Bob?
are so much fun.
Trees so much fun. Add another
Right
tree.
there.
You got it,
my
Bob.
gosh.
Oh, anything you want,
What
Bob.
he's done to the painting.
You
Where's the
want
big
a
lad,
big
okay?
guy?
Another
You want a
fan
big
brush,
lad
put a little
down
brown
here in
white on
front?
it, and come right down the side.
You got the biggest lad. Oh hey.
Put a little highlight
Damn.
on him. See there? That easy. These fan brushes are absolutely fantastic if you make fun
Ah.
of them. They are
Ah.
fantastic. Maybe we'll put a little more foot out here. Okay, we'll just make a branch or two
Yeah, well, I need
Right
highlights.
with little fan brushes.
He has like a white there.
Maybe just
okay.
one
Oh, you
hanging down
white.
like this.
Bit of-
Wherever you want them.
not-
Wherever you want them.
Is there an undo?
Maybe there's one that goes right on off the side
Oh.
over here, and one coming through. Let's put some more little arms on this.
There we go.
branch.
Undo guy.
Just wherever you want 'em.
Uh,
Back to our light color brush. We need some
okay.
highlight on
Down
these
we go.
little branches also. Okay.
There's
a few little leaves on
Cool,
that limb. And we need a color that stands out against all the rest. So I'll add a small amount of
Oh,
permanent
no.
red. Not too much. I don't want it to get too bright. A little paint thinner. That'll thin it down, make it go on easy.
Okay, there we go. I lost my
Yeah.
palette for a moment. I was
Just
like, oh, what's going on?
And
Bob,
put
I'm
some little
feeding you.
indications
Ah.
here and there. There's just some little leaves that grow out here on
Need more
this
branches.
limb.
Do
Don't
we?
want it to be
Okay.
left out. Feel lonely.
Off here.
And you can put as many or as few as you want in your world. Let them just sort of play around.
You
Like
have
so.
more branches? Wonderful.
There they
Beautiful.
go. And
Is
I
that
think
green?
we've about got to finish painting, wasn't it? It's a lot of fun. This is one I think you'll enjoy. And you'd never believe from
Wait, did you say
looking
we're
at
done?
it, you had started with a black canvas and all this had happened.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm gonna take a little thin oil, a little permanent red. We'll sign
Huh.
this one, call it finished.
Yeah, he is. He's.
And I really,
We quickly
really
add some
hope you
highlights,
enjoyed
Bob,
it.
and then. Right.
I look forward to seeing you next week. Have your canvas set up, paints, glass iced tea, almighty easel, and I'll see you then. Happy painting.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, let's there we go. Get a good shot of his Bob and
Beautiful.
we did it, Cap.
We did it.
We figured it out.
We figured it. We did it. Yeah. Oh wow, yours looks great.
No, It's one of those ones that looks kind of better when you've zoomed out a bit.
Oh, have you signed yours?
Yep, it's down there. It's kind of covered by chat, but it's down there.
Understandable. It's down there. Let me save this.
Oh. Yeah, do a quick. We got business.
Okay. We can see all my stuff. Oh, you didn't see all my stuff. No one. Folder 4. Folder for my streaming stuff. I don't think there's any secrets there, really.
Edit, change canvas size.
I now have to explode my entire canvas. Where's the explode? Wait.
I'm gonna forcibly remove the CSP file.
Huh. Lost it. I mean, yeah, in general, I have lost it.
Yeah, well, I mean, did I ever have it?
Oh, there we go.
Let's
explodificate. I'm glad I'm not sharing with anyone the audio from this from this program, because it would be very annoying.
Oh, I found a barn. I found one with a barn.
Yeah, I live in a barn.
Hey, I'm glad you could join me today. And today I thought.
Hold on, just a second, Bob. we're not ready.
Sunset.
We're not ready.
Yet, Bob, we're not ready. Bob. Robert Ross, please slow down.
Robert!
We full named you.
Oh my goodness. I love doing these.
These are fun. These are great. I'm glad also that, well, at least you can always watch them. They go in and out of licensing on different places in the UK. So sometimes they're all on YouTube, sometimes they're not. I think currently, last I checked, but that was about 9 months ago, they're all on YouTube. So,
yeah,
in the UK.
This is the official Bob Ross playlist.
Yes, it is.
There are a couple of non-official full Bob Ross playlists.
Ooh.
That are up on YouTube,
one.
But we are on the official one. We are officially here for Bob Ross.
He would do 2 or 3 a year, so who knows what year this was. Actually, we probably would say at the end.
It's unknowable.
Unknowable.
Does it say in the description?
I do.
Nope.
Nope.
I was hoping this was kind of like a spring. I try not to do winter ones during Summer Slam, but
oh yeah, well.
It's a bit of a.
We've run through a lot of them already, so there's probably not many left.
Yeah, we've done. Oh God, because we do like 3 or 4 of these every paint along.
Correct. Yeah. We've done a fair few.
So it's really hard digging into a playlist with 400 episodes in it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
I am ready. Bob!
Let's go, Bob.
Do a beautiful little painting that's got some snow in it, and maybe we'll put a great big barn in it and do it in a lot of warm colors. And I think you're
barn mentioned.
Warm colors.
Now I've already covered the canvas with a thin, even coat of the liquid white, and it's slick and wet, ready to go.
White?
So let's have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to do this painting with.
It's slick and wet and ready to go.
Across your screen in exactly the same order as I have them laid out on my palette, starting with the titanium white and working all the way around to the red. While they're doing that, let's go on up here and get started.
And today,
we'll use a 2-inch brush, and I'm going to go right into a little Indian yellow and just tap a little bit of that into the bristles.
Okay, give me that.
Bit.
It's kind of an orangey. Yeah, I got that. Okay.
You have to make a decision right off. Where's your horizon?
Make a decision, Bob.
And in my world, I think it's going to be right about there. Right about there.
Is it in the middle of the, looks like it was in the middle of the canvas, Bob. Can you zoom out and let me
that,
see?
I'm going to go
Bob,
into a little bit of yellow ochre. Just a small amount of yellow ochre tapped onto the bristles the same way.
That's way too...
right up here and right above
way
that.
too dark. There we go. Right, I get it.
Yellow ochre.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Let's see.
Beautiful.
Just let them, now where they touch
now
here,
we're painting, Bob.
blend them together a little. Go right into some bright red. I haven't cleaned the brush. I'm just still tapping a little color, okay? The bright red.
Got a bit of darker colours.
Just like you suspected.
Some nice sunset colours.
So we have 3 layers of color. Now we can just very lightly just blend those together.
3 layers of colours.
There we go. Already
Give me
we have
the red.
We have something ready for the
you know what I'm going to do for a bright red?
There.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because I don't really have an alizarin crimson here.
Beat the brush
I cannot
off.
mix up a nice kind of ombre colour or whatever.
Black. Very
Go
transparent
with the black? Okay.
All right, let's go up here.
Black like my
And
soul.
I want a very contrasting sky today. So we'll put a little black right here. And just use little crisscross strokes.
Crisscross motion.
And let it work right
Crisscross.
There we go.
Crisscross
That easy.
applesauce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
I
so
accidentally
weird learning
dragged
that's kind of...
ruler
We
onto the
really do
canvas.
have a modern art masterpiece
fair
going
enough.
here. A couple more colors and we'll have this one
Yeah,
finished.
the crisscross applesauce is something I only learned about recently, which is, I guess, what you call being sitting cross-legged.
Yes.
So I guess we used to
I
call it
laugh
something
because
else
the
for...
cameraman over here
Yeah,
just
we
got
used to
the
call it
funniest
a thing that we
disease
don't
I've ever
call
seen.
it anymore.
It's got
Correct,
spots
yes.
all over it. Right into a
Correct,
little
you
bit
guessed
of
it, we're
dark
cleaning the
sea
German
on it.
flag. Oh, thank you, Bob.
Just pull the brush through. Let's go right up here.
But then we're the
And we'll
country
put
that calls
just
the wave
an
the Mexican
indication of
wave, because we
some
saw
happy
it
little
in
cloud
a football match
shapes.
against
Still
Mexico
using the
once.
same brush. And I'm just turning,
like,
making
okay.
little circles. Little tiny circles.
Oh, little circles, Bob.
Little
Okay.
tiny circles. Just let it come right down into the color.
Concentric
I like
circles.
These kind of paintings because it's.
I said consummate
so much
V's,
color in it,
consummate.
So bright. Sometimes winter scenes.
Yes, folks, I'm bringing up
so many
Spectral
cold
Trogdor
colors in
in a
it.
Bob Ross paint along
You almost
in
have to wear a parka
2025.
to look at it.
I would say deal with it, but honestly,
In,
shouldn't have
in
it.
this
Parker, that's
in
kinda
this
cool to
chat,
wear in
you
Alaska.
should be
It's got the
doing
big
that.
ruff around the top.
Quite frankly.
Fur and
of course you
Cold.
are. Listen,
very
listen,
lightly.
Freya,
Very lightly here.
Freya
Just gonna blend those
Perito.
colors together now.
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
So we're
In
just getting
in
that
this
continual
house,
progression
we
of
are
color.
always raising the specter of
Then
Trogdor
it's
the
time to have some
Burninator.
fun.
That
be
was
fair,
the
I-
anthem
I'm right
of
into
my
a
high
1-inch
school
brush.
graduating class.
We need some light
Oh,
color.
you
in
mentioned
here
that
to
before. It's
separate
so
all these.
funny.
I'll use titanium white.
We loved
Little bit of the red.
Trogdor. That is
Make
how
a
I
nice, warm,
found
pinkish
out about
color.
Homestar
Okay, let's go
Runner.
up here.
Beautiful.
And then
Love it.
in here.
All my
where these
homies
two
love
colors
Trogdor,
come
exactly.
together,
I mean, I'm just basically making up
I'm gonna
for
drop
Choo
in
Choo not being
an
here.
indication
Number
of
one,
some happy little
number one
clouds
guitar,
that are just floating around.
Homestuck
Just
Homestar Runner fan.
Keep your brush moving. Keep it moving.
I mean, they may be the number one Homestuck fan. I mean,
keep it going.
We don't know.
who knows? We don't know.
Over here, there's one. Look at that.
Oh, look at those
Look
big
at that.
clouds,
Easy.
Bob.
Just
That's
drop
great.
'em in.
How am I going to make
Wherever you think they should live.
Burning
exactly
the
where they should
Haters.
be.
I remember when they added like
There.
the song to Guitar Hero 2, and I was like,
As
wow.
many as you want, or as
This is
few
so
as you want.
cool.
Whatever.
And I'd already been a
Take a
Homestar Runner
nice, clean,
fan.
dry brush here. And just
I said that they still
God,
put out
gently
cartoons, so
blend
it's all
this.
good.
I
Just blend it a
I
little bit.
remember
Don't
me and
overdo.
some of my friends
It's a temptation
hanging
for you to
out,
get in
and
here
we
to
would quote the entirety
absolutely
of
kill it.
Teen Girl
Overblend.
Squad. And every time there was a new episode,
See how that
we
sky's now
would
beginning to come together.
make such an
beauty?
effort to memorize them
You know, of course, I know. none of
because
us are
we would
interested
recite them
in
all in
monetary
order.
gains. But if you are,
Incredible.
if
The
you are,
ugly one.
and some of us are,
Teen Girl
these
Squad
are the
was
kind of paintings that
fantastic.
sell.
Yeah.
I've said it before. A lot of times paintings sell.
It's
for
weird. Like I
color
guess the
as well
brothers
as
chaps were like,
content.
well, we have to go start doing real cartoons because
And when you're selling paintings,
Flash
we
is
couldn't make
dead.
enough money off Homestar Run anymore.
audience. A lot of times,
Yeah,
if
Flash
you're
is
selling
dead.
paintings predominantly to
But then it
men,
did mean that Matt Chapman voiced.
men, you know, we're
Is it Hermano the Merman in Gravity Falls? Which
men
is,
like
pretty
paintings
good.
Yes.
that are cold, a lot of blue in them, a lot of
Backgroove
mountains.
Cottages.
If you're selling paintings to ladies,
Um,
they're a little smarter. They buy paintings because they fit into a room or they match a couch or
Oh, okay.
rug or something.
We're getting Bob Ross's
ladies
Momando.
will
That's
only
it.
go
Yes.
by warmer
And we have
colours.
the guitar drill.
Oh my god.
Bob Ross
I
giving
love
us how to sell your
Momando.
paintings tips.
Now that I've made all the men mad at me, we'll put another cloud over here.
The cloud over here. Okay.
There we go.
Every cloud's got a silver lining, Bob.
So I like ladies. There.
I'm sure you like
Little
ladies,
cloud
Bob.
right there.
We know you like ladies, Bob.
And wherever you want them. And you could spend all day just putting happy little clouds in here. Just a few.
You could spend all day putting happy little clouds there. You know what?
Same old brush.
I might do.
And we'll blend this out.
Blending? I don't have a blend
little
tool,
circles.
Bob.
Fluff it up.
Actually, I guess I do. I have
Fluff it up.
I
Blend
have
it all
some kind of
together.
mixing thing. Oh no! That's not what I
Same
wanted.
way.
Undo.
Right there. See there?
Okay, and the guy said, "Oh no."
Isn't that super?
That's good. I don't have Knuckles "Oh no"
There
on my
we go.
soundboard, so just imagine I did
Now, let's have some fun. I'm going to take the knife.
Let's have some
go
fun.
right into
We're
a
not having fun
tiniest
before,
little
Bob.
amount of
Knife?
cadmium yellow. Just straight cadmium yellow.
Knife?
Cut across.
What have you
little
got there,
tiny
Bob?
roll of paint. Let's go up here.
Knife.
Now, right back in here, I'm just going to let it just barely graze the canvas. And
Barely.
I'll put some little happy doers in
Have confidence.
Thanks,
Oh,
Corona.
there. See? Just sort of let them play across.
Look,
And with a clean, dry brush, and this is three
Clean, dry
hairs and
brush?
some air.
you're beating the devil over there. 3 hairs and some air. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, Bob. I definitely
lightly
have the
stroke
ability to do that.
Just enough to sort of bring that together. Don't want to overdo.
Bring it together. Yeah, absolutely, Bob.
Let
It's
this
all brought
blend
together
a
on my
little bit of
side.
liquid white
Bob.
and come down a little bit more.
Don't look over here, Bob. It's fine.
Because we're going to
Fine.
put some little background
Oh, you
trees
look,
there.
Bob.
And
Bob, don't
a
look.
few of them might show
Bob, stop
through.
looking.
A little bit of the sky might
Bob,
show
who
through.
said you could look?
There we go. Look at that. Okay, isn't that a super sky?
Yep, super
That
sky.
will certainly warm up a room. Okay, I'll clean my old brush.
Beat the devil out of it.
Give it a shake. Beat the devil out of it.
There it goes.
Ah, you said
Let's
it!
make
He
some
said
trees.
something.
Let's put some happy little trees in the background. And for that,
Happy little
I'm gonna
trees.
mix up,
Bob.
let's take a
have
little
my attention.
black, a little blue. I'll throw in a little lizard crimson too. What the heck?
Crimson. Oh,
What the
going
heck?
nuts, sorry, Bob.
Maybe mix a little more. Black, blue, crimson. Let me clean my knife.
These
there.
ones, Bob.
And we'll take our round brush and just tap it in there a little
Round
bit.
brush?
Like, yeah, just
Bob.
tap.
Bob, I don't have a round
Now
brush.
let's put some little trees. Look at there.
Don't know what I'm going to be
Just
doing,
little
Bob.
basic shapes, and they live right in there. And just think like a
okay.
tree.
Thinking like a tree.
How would you like to?
Does that mean I
how
have
would you
to
like to grow here?
leave?
There we go. Don't kill all the pretty areas that you put into this beautiful sky, because that can happen very rapidly.
I'm sorry. Very
Well,
sorry.
now you do
Just
have to
begin
leave.
putting in some very
I'd have
basic,
to leave,
happy
yeah.
little shapes. There we go. Maybe there's one here. And you notice I usually try to start at the bottom and work
No,
up. That
no,
way,
no, no.
it automatically gets lighter toward the top, and you keep the dark shadows at the bottom.
Can I cap like a breath mint if you can catch me?
That really helps. Makes your life easier.
All those who vote to remove cap say aye. Who keeps saying
All right.
nay? It was him.
Okay, let's put a
Let's
few
get
on the
him,
other side over
fellas.
here. We don't want him to feel left out. And I'm just tapping with this brush. Oh, there goes my beautiful little cloud, and I like that one too. That's all right. We learned how to make it, and the name of the game is practice.
Going full.
So if
we're
you got
not
some
doing any
practice,
tone mapping
your
here. We're just going
efforts aren't
full
wasted.
brown. Okay.
Because you know,
Okay.
every painting you do, you look at it, and you
What
know
is
that's
happening?
gonna be
Guys,
better. Because you learn something.
He's just doing lots of. I've been voted out of the collab. That's
Oh,
what's
no.
A bit of that color right in there.
Forcibly removed.
There, that's sort of a black to a lavender, a little gray.
Unfortunately,
whatever.
folks, you're stuck with me.
Okay. Let's take our liner brush. We'll put a little bit of paint thinner on it. We'll
But it's
go
fine
into
because
some
I'm such a cute
Van
little
Dyke
hedgehog.
brown.
Never done anything wrong in my
Turn our brush
life.
till it comes to a nice sharp point. All right, let's go up here. Now we need some little trunk indications here and there. And I'm not
Okay.
looking for a whole bunch. Just enough so that when you look back here, you can see. Oh,
I
there's
think
one
I've done
that didn't have
something
any- he didn't have any
like
leaves
what
on
he's
it.
done.
Just laying up there naked.
Operative word here being like.
There.
But again, Bob
One
wouldn't.
right in
Bob
there.
doesn't matter.
Let
Bob
your
doesn't
brush
care.
turn and wiggle.
Bob does
and have
matter, he doesn't
fun.
care.
Because
Well, he just wants me to have fun time painting.
Sometimes
I'm not a
maybe
convicted
big old
felon.
Deer
Who-
comes by
I mean,
or
you
moose
know,
and steps
I was
on
convicted in a
and hooks
kangaroo
one
court, a
little
fake
over
court.
here.
by the usurper Maru Melandra.
So they're not always straight.
Who is not here to
You have
defend
to go out and
herself.
look a long time to find when to make a telephone pole.
Even if she will hear about me telling her.
Majority of
Thanks
them grow
about
sort of crooked. There. All right. So that gives us a little bit inside the tree. I'm gonna take a same old brush. What the heck? We'll go right
Same old
into
brush? What the heck?
just a little bit of the yellow.
Bob,
and
we can't
then I'm gonna
swear.
add a little bit of alizarin crimson.
There are many animals in that call, but I didn't see a kangaroo.
We're gonna have a very warm
A
painting.
general board of
Also
marsupials. There was a
add
possum.
Some white
So-
to that.
There was a marsupial.
A possum did appear.
Add some red in there. There we go. There we go.
And they figured me for being in some old 80s movie, so
And I want to go right up here.
which I still need to watch. I
Just
still want to watch
touch.
it.
I
I
don't
can't
know
remember what the
what
movie was.
colour
I'll have to ask the guy about that.
Don't have a lot of color yet. We'll put that in later.
Doesn't look much. Oh, okay, we've got to.
Just some happy
White.
little snow things. You could even take
Oh, now you're saying all marsupials look alike. No, I'm just saying marsupials
blue
are
and red right
marsupials.
in there. A little blue and white. Just tap it in too. That's pretty.
Marsupials are marsupial, isn't it?
Look at there.
Ooh, ooh.
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm looking, Bob.
There's one up here. And we're not looking for a lot of detail yet.
Possums are not
Just-
kangaroos, no, but they're
just some little
marsupials. You know?
indications. Just a few here and there.
Yeah, North America's
Just
only
a few.
marsupial.
And then you can begin picking out little things that are down in
But I
here.
do not
Just
call
decide where they are.
sky
Drop 'em
bitey.
in. There's one. See him right there. See?
Oh, is this the? This is the snow on the trees.
He was there. We'll go back
Oh.
into some red.
I
Get a
see
little
what
more
game
of
you're
the
playing,
white,
Bob. Making a snow
a little
scene.
more of
Like
the
you call it.
red. Put it all together.
Honestly, it's been so hot, I
There.
could use some snow.
Look at that.
So.
Makes
Yeah.
a nice little lavender color.
I never get snow anymore.
Beautiful little color. We'll make
Probably
this tree
because
have
of
some
global
too.
warming. But I would like some snow.
Put a little white one
Nice
right
pink.
there. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay, he
yeah.
stands out. See, that light stands out against the dark.
But the-
Nice one.
there we
That's one of them
go.
happy accidents. And when you
Reflecting.
get those, don't fight with them. Keep them. Put a little bit more of the bright red into that one. I'm just really having some fun with color now. When you do this at home, if you want to change the color, you have an
Yeah, I've
artist
changed the color,
license.
Bob.
It comes with your first tube of paint. Says you can do anything you want
Artist
to do.
license come with your first
At
room of
least on
paint.
canvas.
So true.
That's such an incredible
All right,
dad
that's
joke,
enough
Bob.
piddling around there.
I'll allow
Let's
it.
have some fun. I'm going to take a 2-inch brush here and we'll begin laying in some
Which
areas
brush?
in
Big
the
brush?
back
Okay,
here
Bob. You got it.
where the snow's going to be. I'm just going right into this color I've been playing with. It's got some pink in it, and white,
Okay.
whatever. We don't care. Now you begin worrying about the lay of the land.
Money's exchanging hands. Money's always exchanging
Where's
hands
it
when it
gonna
comes
go?
to
Have it go sort of that way.
you.
And I'm just laying paint on the canvas right now.
Rez.
You can reach up in here and grab a little of this and pull it down, or you can even get over here.
I don't want that.
Oh, boy.
Just let some of those things happen. It's going to
You
be
don't
far
have
in the
to-
background. We're not
have
too
to
worried
do
about it.
any of that, you know.
In fact, I'll probably just cover that.
I appreciate, well, you
Several
know.
little colors there. There's some pink in
thank
there and
you.
some blue, and then I'm picking up some of these little shadow colors.
I just.
There. Now, I'm going to take a fan brush.
Oh yeah, okay.
And very soft. Just grab that. Ain't no nothing wrong with picking up a
Beautiful,
little
that'll
color.
do.
See how
Cheers,
you can
Bob.
create the
Give me a
lay of
great
the land
idea.
there. Just like that. Work this around. Let it.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have us
That's
soon.
it.
It's like a few
I think
weeks.
I'll put a big bar in there anyway,
It's
so
the
we're not
12th.
worried about that.
So, like,
Oh.
two weeks-ish?
Lift up.
Oh, okay.
See, that sort of gives it a little misty effect. Sneaky.
Yeah.
Quiet.
I'll be back from
Dark
Disneyland
back
by
there.
then.
That's where the little rabbit
I
hides.
have
He lives back in
no
there and watches
concrete
what's
plans.
going on out here.
You have no plans, no.
Says, man, all the crazy people out there, what are they doing? All right. Let's build a barn. Now,
Let's
when
build a
you do
barn?
this,
Hey,
probably one
yo.
of the easiest
Bob.
ways I've found
Bob, I'm here.
is to take your knife and very gently scrape out a basic shape. This allows you to get your perspective right.
Scrape out a basic
Most
shape? Can't do
important,
that,
it takes
Bob,
off
but-
the paint that you already have
Well,
on the
I'll make a
canvas,
barn anyway.
and the next layer sticks much easier. So let's go right here. See? I just use a point.
right
Maybe
here.
you can see that. But
Barn.
yeah, you can see that quite well. There we go. See, we'll come down maybe here. Here's the other part. Comes out like so. And you're not committed yet. This is just giving you an idea. Maybe there's an arm that lives right over here on this barn.
Fine, we
Put
can't-
an
we don't need to
arm
do this
over
bit.
here. Comes across, sort of.
Wait, I can do
Look at that.
transparent.
See, that gives you a general shape. Now with a knife,
We're just using like a.
with a knife, I'm just going to tear out.
That's sort of what he's doing.
All the beautiful things we had back here. There they go. There they go. I think today I'll show you a different way to paint a barn. This is an old barn.
Different way to paint a barn.
Wood on it.
Old
Get
wood
all
barn.
this color out.
I know all about those.
I'm gonna put some snow on the roof, and we don't want it to.
Does it have any like junk in it? I
know
can build
about that
paint out
yellow
of.
snow. I don't want that up there. Okay. There. I know that looks terrible. You're probably sitting at home saying, "Bob, you have done it this time." Use a 2-inch
Bob,
brush
you've
and
done
go
it this
right
time.
into the Van
You've
Dyke
ruined it.
brown.
Just like
Load
in
the
how in
brush full
30
of
years the
color.
Twitch kids would
Give it a
yell at
wiggle
your...
and pull it. That brings it to a nice sharp edge. Look how sharp that brush is. It's very sharp. Good. Let's go up here. All right, let's start with the overhang. There it is. See
Okay, we've got an overhang.
now you could do all of
Trust me,
this
Bob.
that I'm going to do with your knife. I just want to show you a different way of doing it. Grab this, pull it down.
Put it
Pull
down.
Use both sides because the other side's fully loaded too.
The other side is
There we
fully
go,
loaded
over
too.
here. Look at that.
Bob,
Very
I
quick.
straight up have no
Very
idea
quick.
what you're doing.
There. If he's going to have a little arm.
I think he's
out
making
there,
up as
we
he
need to
goes
put
along.
some
I
wood
mean, not
out
really,
there.
but seems.
Got a little arm on the other side. Put some brown in there. And you're
Barn,
really,
outhouses
you're really
or
still
whatever.
not too committed.
Side bits of the
You can
barn.
still change your mind here. Let's go up the side. See there? Right up the side.
Yep. Yep.
Like that. And maybe.
Way down, Bob. I
yeah,
need to catch
I'm gonna
up.
have a
I
little
don't
bit of
have
wood
quite
showing
big a
right in here.
brush as you do.
All right, now I'm going to make this look like old wood.
Oh!
Old wood. Now, I'm going to use the same old brush, and I'm going to go right into some white, some of the dark sienna. Just
We're making out little trees, and
Yeah,
we're
just
building a barn
look at
right
the brush.
now.
Yeah, we've
Mario.
done
let's go
we've
up to
done the
canvas.
trees. It's barn time.
yeah, start
Barn
right here.
time.
Touch. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Close
See
the
there?
brush.
Isn't that super?
But it is-
Helps if you're a little nervous.
Helps if
Your
you're a little
hand
nervous.
shakes a
Oh,
little
Bob,
bit. This is the
don't worry
time
about it.
to use it.
got you
There.
covered.
Because it makes all these beautiful old wood effects. There we go.
But how are you,
Now we need some
Maru?
on the other side.
Hello, my wife.
Ooh, there's a pretty one happening right
I
there.
did happy little trees earlier on a car.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Beautiful.
I get carried away sometimes.
This is
just
where
watching.
catfishes they lived. Yeah, in a snowy barn.
There
Yeah,
we go.
absolutely.
Let's put some right out in here.
You know, I like all.
Okay. Now over here, I'll
I
just
like
put a little
all
indication. Not much
seasons.
of that's going to show.
But I'm a fan
Now we
of
can go back into the brown.
of winter the
I'll Put some
most.
shadows in here. And we're just barely touching. Barely touching. This is when we find out if you have a delicate touch.
I do not,
Right,
Bob.
yeah, back to my knife. Go right into the Van Dyke brown, cut me off a little. And let's put us some indication of a few boards in here.
You boards?
And I'm just going to quickly
crap,
do this
I
so
messed
you
up
can
there.
see when it's done. Do, 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 do.
Nope.
Just let them go. And you put as many boards in yours as you want.
Can I catch up with Bob?
This carpenter
Probably
was
not.
like
But
me,
you know
he
what? We're
went
gonna
to
give it
the-
the old polish.
Just whatever he had, he used. Over here, it's a few.
Wrong brown.
There we go.
When did he do
Now with
the
a clean
roof?
brush. Very light touch.
He hasn't really done it.
Grab
He's
this
just sort of like
and
that's
just
the shape
caress
of the
it.
roof he created
Look
with his
at
palette
that.
knife.
Bring all this together. Have you ever seen an easier, nicer way to make old
Oh.
boards?
Using all the wrong colors.
Now then, now we can get
That's better.
serious.
Yes, maybe.
First thing we need here is a door. Got to have a place to put the cow.
Place to put the
There,
cow.
We got a barn. Got to have a way for him to get in.
There are no cows in my barn, Bob.
There we go. Nice
Just
door.
a robot that eats
And-
AA batteries.
and tell you what, put some snow right up here on this little arm.
With some snow. Okay.
Some snow right along here. Just lay it on.
See these.
And go come right down here. There we
Slats.
go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Choop. See there.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
And that gives us an idea of how to do a roof. I tell you what, I'm just going to sort of block this in so you can see it a little easier when you sit. It's also a nice way to cheat a little and give yourself a guide.
Here's Bob.
Touch, just pull down.
The gem. You're a doll.
Just give it a little pull. A little pull. Like so. There you go. Okay, now right out here. Look here, look here, look here. A little more.
Ooh, I need a bigger brush.
There it
Okay.
is. right out here.
Oh.
And just take your knife, smooth it out.
Smooth it out. I will, Bob.
And a sneaky way to make a barn. Okay, now I'm going to take the little knife here. I want to put some curves in this door.
Curves in this door?
It's just the right size for that.
I see, I see.
And pull that down. There. And a little bit of light brown color, and we'll just sort of outline it. Give it a touch of highlight so it stands out a little better. A little bit better. This old barn's seen its better day. It's like me. It's had a rough life.
Barn has seen better days.
Now then we can take and begin working on some of the perspective here and get all this stuff together.
Perspective? Oof.
Maybe it comes right up through there.
I'm a hedgehog. I don't really know.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any
need to
depth
some
perception,
fun. I'll
Bob.
go back into some of these dark colors. Brown, little sienna, Van Dyke, black, whatever. Okay, let's go right up here.
Whatever, Bobby.
He's a happy little tree, and he lives right there.
It's right there. Okay.
Comes
Another
right
tree is there. Oh,
there.
he's going in front. Oh!
Tell you what we need. Got a brush here that's still got white on it.
Getting alarm.
Let's
Perspective.
put some snow indications. It comes right along the barn.
Be real.
One thing nice about a big old brush, you can do these things in just a second.
But it's fine, Power. We know you can do perspective.
Just a second. Just throw them in. I'm going to add a little blue to the brush, and maybe right in here.
You are powerful.
Look at there.
Powerful Power.
Power is so powerful. For real.
Little path indication. Over here, maybe. Maybe we got a little bit of snow comes down. We'll take a fan brush or something here, and we can smooth all this out. This is just a nice way of
We're doing a little bit of a
very rapidly.
We're doing a bank perspective. Okay, I'll try, Bob.
Bush. He comes right
Bob,
down
you're
through there.
moving way too fast for me, Bob.
Okay, with the liner
Perspective is
brush,
terrifying,
a little bit
yeah.
of liquid
I was
liner. It's gonna
when
put
I was
the
in
indication of
Florence, you know, I was being told all about, you know, how they.
There we go, a little trunk here.
I was about to say how they invented perspective, but you know what I mean.
I'll take the same old brush.
They, you know, they kind of came up with techniques to perspective, and they were like, yeah, just draw some lines,
And
mate, and then I'll be looking at you to
crazy.
say, do you like my perspective?
Okay, let's go right up here. I'm gonna put some happy little colors in this one,
Good little colours.
just to really warm it up. Look at that. See there?
But one of our guys was like, hey,
Isn't that neat?
which one of these characters do you think
So
is the
this keeps
artist?
the
And every
whole
time it
scene
was
from being
the
so
guy
cold
kind of
it's
giving you a smug
uncomfortable.
grin, looking straight at the viewer. Like, okay,
There we go.
just because you're happy with your paint, mate.
And you just put as many little bushes and stuff in there as you want.
You know, Para and Sonic should start doing that, just putting like a picture of
Tell
themselves
you what,
smugly
tell
at
you
you.
what.
They're like a big.
We need. Let's grab some of that and pull it. That'll be our snow that comes out of there. Take a fan brush now and just begin blending all this. Just blend it. Let some of it slide right down here.
Oh,
It
but I
comes
don't think I
right
can
up.
make
Look
it
at
quite
that.
as well as
It
you.
goes back into
I'll
there.
try.
And that little brown I
You.
got on the brush, I'll use that for a shadow right in there. Straighten up the edges. Like so. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun here. I'm going to go right into a little bit of black and a little bit of blue. And
Black and
maybe,
blue?
yep, right there,
Oh, God.
right there.
Put some bushes. Okay.
We'll put another layer of bushes. This just helps create different planes in the painting. To that, I'll add a little Indian yellow. Let's go right there. We'll just put a few little happy highlights on these bushes. We'll use some of the reds and the yellows just to make it a happy little thing.
Hey.
All right. Tell you what, let's do. Let's have some fun. Let's have some
Let's have some fun, Bob. We've been having fun this whole
We'll go right
time.
into the
How much
brown.
more fun can we
Right
have?
into the brown.
Bob,
Okay, let's
Bob.
go.
we're madmen.
Maybe there lives, does now. Boy, there sure does
Oh my
now.
God, there's a big tree.
A big tree.
time.
Big tree. This is just
Big old
the
tree
brown.
time, Bob.
He lives right there.
Fish.
Looks like a big slingshot, doesn't it? That is a
Yup.
big slingshot. My dad was the best slingshot shooter in the country.
For real?
Oh,
He could really work a slingshot. I came from the deep south, so people used a lot of slingshots. Then I migrated to Alaska. I had to go find some snow. I'd never seen snow. I was 20 years old before I ever saw snow.
Florida, mate.
But I moved to Alaska.
That seems understandable.
And almost overnight, I saw my share. I'm using a little bit of the liquid black now.
Liquid black? Bob, I don't have it.
We'll just put some of that, just to create the illusion of some happy little limbs here and there. And in your world, you put as many limbs or as few as you want. Just drop them in.
Putting in some limbs and layers,
there
Bob.
We go. There we go.
The only snow you see in Florida at the moment is
Take the
bubble show at the end of Mickey's Not So Scary.
I just want to put
Sorry, Mickey's Happy Merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas. I do want to go to one. I'm me.
Make it stand out a little better. See how you can drop in a big old tree in just a minute or two. That easy. That easy.
That easy.
Over
It is.
On this side,
yeah, absolutely easy.
Touch of some blue, just to sparkle it up.
Sparkle it up.
And the old clock on the wall tells me I've got to leave you. And I'd like to thank you for being with me, taking a little bit of the liquid white, just highlighting, laying a little snow here. And from all of us here, happy painting.
Okay.
God bless you next week.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. Okay. Wow. Oh, it all looks incredible.
I'm a lot happier with this one.
Yes.
I'm a lot happier with this one than the last one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, your barn is so cute.
The same, despite, you know, I'm using kid pics. And not gonna kick myself over not doing very well CSP, basically. So yeah. Beautiful, wonderful. Great. Also, folks, remember we're doing this for Gamers Outreach.
Yes. You can do ! donate. It'll bring you right to our link. This is for the kids.
For the kids.
We are doing it for the kids.
You buy Sonos and add it to a wall. Lovely. Yes. The donation. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It takes a minute for it to figure it out, but it'll get there. I know the overlay's on here, so it should do it.
Did you do it earlier, or you just do it now, Para? I don't know what Sono was on when we started.
I was at 185 when we started, but it takes a minute.
Oh, popped on the stream while we were drawing. Oops.
Then my thing with my numbers didn't refresh.
Does that?
Is it this one? My thing with my numbers doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why my stuff isn't updating.
Oh. How odd. Well, I guess we can probably just go to the Tildify website and have a look.
Why doesn't
we're on $200, so $50 from Para. Thank you, Para.
Para, thank you! Thank you. This is for the children. I don't know why my stuff isn't updating, but force that to. Will that do it? I don't know why. I don't know why things aren't updating. The numbers. I think the bar updated, but the numbers aren't. I don't know what's up with that.
Whatevs.
I should probably just put the numbers on the bar, and those things will update in the Tiltify overlay browser source. But I have to make things complicated because I like aesthetics. I have to have everything look the way I want it to. And when I do that, everything breaks.
Understandable. Same thing happens to me.
But thank you, Para. Oh, is that why the children cheering went off? That's why the children cheering went off, because I was like, what was that?
Oh.
I was like, why did that go off?
Too busy painting to realize it was.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right, I'm going to explode painting. Bye, painting.
I'm going to make a new...
I did save it, though.
I saved this one. so I can get it out of here. Let me adjust my canvas size, and then I will find us another Bob Ross episode that is hopefully a little more summery. Happy children in this economy. Okay, let's see. What have we got in the playlist? See, it just said barn at sunset. I'm like, that's that, and like,
yeah.
I can see like the red. I'm like, that looks kind of summery. And it wasn't. What if I go like way down here? Ah, you can see there's ones in here that we've done.
We've done, yeah. Rustic winter woods, no.
Oh, it's his chipmunk. Or his squirrel.
Or whatever it was, yeah. I was going to do a little bit earlier where I recorded a video of like a gumpler kind of living in my pocket, but I didn't have time. Did not have time, but it's fine.
See,
Maybe next year.
Yeah, okay, we've done the grandeur of summer. We've done that.
Yeah, that was the 1 hour special. We tried to do that because like, oh, it's 1 hour, be a bit slower, and it's like not super much slower, but yeah. There's Seaside Harmony I saw. Maybe that would be kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got, Bob. In season 30.
Show me what you've got. 30. So this is
welcome.
Early
back.
90s.
Certainly glad you could join us.
Oh, he's got his new.
Oh, he's already got a whole thing going on this canvas, Bob.
God. Okay.
Okay, well,
Bob.
if he's got that pre-set up, I think it's only fair for us to have that.
Correct. Yeah.
pre-set up.
Line down here. Line across here. Sure, whatever. Whatever. I guess it's kind of a yellowy.
Yeah, I went with kind of one of the browns I was using. I have no idea how to clear this thing.
There we go, good enough.
I have a little like blending canvas.
Ooh.
In Clip Studio, and I have no idea how to get things off of it. Like, Bob, you can't come into an episode that no one's prepared for with half your canvas already painted. Bob,
you gotta test the facts. You gotta, back in the day, we didn't have live TV pause. We couldn't, you couldn't do it. You'd have to have taped it. Then gone back to it.
Bob, please. Think of the housewives, where this is the only joy they get in the week.
Yeah. Get too busy looking at Bob.
Okay, shall we?
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Physically,
let's
not
roll.
emotionally, but...
Well, good enough.
I thought today we'd do a little seascape, one that's really
seascape,
easy,
okay.
I believe you're going to enjoy it. Let's start out and hammer out all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us.
White.
While they're doing that, let me show you this crazy canvas I got up here today.
There's this crazy canvas, Prussian blue.
Standard old 18 by 24 inch canvas.
Midnight.
Oh, it's tape!
With alizarin crimson acrylic.
Dark sienna.
Again, it's acrylic on
Van
top.
Dyke brown.
And the bottom is black gesso. Then
Alizarin
I've covered the entire
crimson.
thing with a very thin coat of the liquid clear. Down here on the bottom, I've taken a little Prussian blue and satin
Indian
green,
yellow.
ran across just a little bit. And down here a little brown.
Musical
from alizarin
guest,
crimson
bright
and satin
red.
green. So there's brown on the bottom, there's sort of a blue-green here.
Live from the center of the earth, it's...
All right.
Sonotin live!
Let's take a little titanium white, and then I'm going to come right around here, get a little bit of the midnight black,
and
make a gray color. Just white and black.
Oh, we're going already, Bob? Okay.
Now then, let's go
Fine,
right
I can
up
do
in
that.
here. And I'm just gonna dance in a
like
few little
white?
areas here and there.
Bluey?
Just a
Like
light
blue?
gray color.
Lavender, that'll do.
I don't want to cover up
Got
all
lavender
this
color?
red, but here and there, I want to have just some little indications. The white is very opaque, but if you get it thin enough, the red will still
up to the
show
edge?
through, and it'll give a reddish hue to our painting. At least in the sky.
Alizarin crimson.
There. Something about like that. That's basically all we're looking for. Just some little indications here and there. All right. Once again, I don't want to kill all this red. I want it to come through the color.
My
So you
brush
need to
did a
really
weird
thin
thing.
it out. And because the liquid clears on there, you
Behave,
can get
brush.
this very thin.
No.
And it'll work out for you very nicely. There.
Still going, Bob, okay.
Now, while I have a little brush going, I'm going to take a very, very small amount of phthalo blue. Just a little bit on the old 2-inch brush.
Very small amount of the phthalo blue?
Very small amount.
Give me a
Just
moment,
wanna
Bob. Almost there.
tint the sky
Whoa.
here and there with a little phthalo
Whoa.
blue. Not much, not much. Be careful.
Much. 3
Once
hesits in
again,
there.
I don't want to lose this reddish aura that we have through the entire painting.
He's aura
Just
farming.
want to add a little blue here and there.
I'm sorry. That was a great
Once
number.
again, not much. Maybe a little right down in here. Just wherever, and we'll sort of play back and forth as we work. Now then,
I know what the kid
okay,
kid lingo is.
because that's a fun part.
I would if I was still on
I just really
TikTok.
look for excuses to wash the brush.
I don't go there
Take
anymore.
off the excess
I sold my soul to the Chinese furries.
and
Understandable.
just beat the devil out of it.
Beat the devil out of it, he said it!
Let's build this
Ayo.
today a happy little cloud. I'm gonna take a little
Happy
titanium
little cloud.
white
You got it, Bob.
right on the old 2-inch brush, same old brush.
Right on the 2-inch
Let's
branch.
go up in here
Okay.
and let's just
definitely have a
drop an
2-inch brush.
indication of some little clouds that live up in here.
Indication of
Maybe
little cloud.
wherever. It doesn't much matter. Wherever you think they should live, that's exactly where they
Oh,
should
someone
live.
left TikTok a long time ago.
Just some basic little shapes.
Oh yeah, no,
right
I
back and
stopped
grab
using TikTok
A
ages
blender
ago.
brush here.
I use
This is a
RedNote now.
very, very
Like I said,
soft
I
little
sold my
blender
soul
brush.
to the Chinese furries.
It allows you just to
What do they
blend
call you
these
on there
things
again?
together.
Jing
That
Yao,
easy. That
Jing Yao.
easy.
which is based on my
All right.
real life middle names.
See how easy it is to
Oh,
make
okay.
a
Oops,
fantastic
sorry.
little cloud?
It has the
All you need
same
is a little
meanings
practice, the right equipment,
as
Okay.
and off you go. Okay.
when it was
So it makes a
popular
style of
for
painting
Americans
so
to start
unique, so
using it.
wonderful.
A lot of Chinese
See,
users were
anybody
like,
can
"Oh,
do
let
it.
me give you a
don't-
Chinese
You don't
name."
have to.
And
be
there were a
blessed
lot
by
of
the
posts
know
like
it's
that.
worth.
Because I guess, you know,
You
they
can
have to have
create
English
a
names,
beautiful
so
Yeah.
might as well get a Chinese name
You can do
going.
it.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of them did
All right,
also
maybe
like
another little
seek
happy
out
cloud
English
right here.
names.
Notice we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
them in layers, though. Now,
But I was like-
little blender.
I'm like, yeah, sure, give me a Chinese
There we
name.
are. Just blend
Oh,
it
yeah.
away.
I'm like, these
blend
are
it
the
away,
meanings of my actual
wherever you want
name.
it to go.
Go for it.
See, but this keeps the edge.
If that's
nice
what
and
we're
firm
doing
there by
here.
doing it in layers. So don't get greedy. I know it gets good. You don't want to stop. You want to do
I
them
know
all
it
at
gets
one
good, you don't
time.
want to stop, don't get greedy, Bob.
But take your time.
Bob, I only know how
Take
to be
your time.
greedy. I'm a greedy hedgehog.
Just try to do
I
one.
want it all, and I want it now.
There. Maybe. I'm just letting this sort of dance around.
I still randomly post a
Maybe
TikTok,
it
but
comes right out here.
I post so infrequently that it's probably
We don't
not
have some
really
big
worth it.
clouds in the sky today.
It's more just like
So you just
it's fun.
decide. where you
I have a
want
silly
'em, you
idea.
drop 'em in.
I'm like, hey, why don't I be
Really
your
that easy,
hedgehog
just
dad
act.
for a day? You know?
Maybe
Honestly,
it's even a
TikTok
little
would love that.
bit goes off in here somewhere.
Yeah, they did. Well, they mostly
Back
did.
to our little
It was
blender.
better when I reposted it this year
It's all I'm doing,
because
just
I
picking up
removed
the
all
blender.
the
And then we'll
words
begin putting
that
these
they kind of
together.
banned from TikTok or whatever.
Just blend them away.
You know, it's a great thing about
Very
TikTok that you got to
soft.
talk in a
Have
certain
a
way so that
monster
you can talk
sky,
about
that's
certain
what I can
subjects.
tell.
Yay!
Yeah, that's why that was part of why I
blender
still
brush,
it's
though,
still on YouTube
it's
and I
so
hate
soft,
it.
you can
Everyone
go
doing
right
like
over the paint without
unalive.
mixing it all up.
I particularly hate sewer
There
slide.
we go. I want to just feather those edges out. to the
That
Oh,
one
God.
really
You
pisses me
almost don't
off.
see 'em.
It took me a moment to figure out
They
what
just
they
sort of
even meant
disappear.
by that. Crikey.
Hate that one in particular.
Yeah,
As
Okay.
someone
So,
who
yeah.
has dealt a
all in.
lot with that and thinks it's very important to talk about mental
Already
health.
Yep.
Looking like a pretty nice little sky.
But
like
really,
to do skies like
I
this. There's a lot of
truly
fun.
hate all of
A little
them.
more white. I'm not stopping
Yeah.
yet. I think we'll just put another happy little cloud.
That is bad. Yes.
Yeah, it's
turns
awful.
around like Goes off.
And as someone who has
You make a decision, and you're
has
ready.
and
You
is
decide what
always
everything
fighting
is,
with my
the
mental
clouds, the
health,
sky,
I hate
little birds.
I truly hate it.
I'm just going to put another cloud here. You know, in one of the earlier shows, a couple of the earlier shows,
Unfortunately, the way I deal with it is Looney Tunes style jokes. I try not to do it in public.
I want to see him again.
Yeah, I mostly, well, I mean, on Twitch, I talk about it as
my
much as I
little
want.
squirrel.
I do whatever I want. No one can stop me.
Because he sort of likes to live in my shirt too. Yeah, isn't he a mess?
Isn't he a mess?
I love these little rascals. They're so much fun to feed and to play with and to work with. It creates a whole new awareness of nature when you work with little animals like this. Probably in every town nearly in the country, there are people who work with injured and orphaned animals. And this is where I get all these little animals that you see. I try to work with these people and help them out. Any way I can make their life a little easier. And they allow me
I'm not a Funko Pop person, but the Bob Ross Funko Pops
you see
tend to
right
come
there.
like a Peapod or
Some
one
of
of the
God's little
creatures he had.
creatures. Isn't he adorable? By the time you see this, he'll be living out in my backyard. Because we do not keep these little animals. These are wild animals. And they're meant to live outside. And that's where we put them. But hopefully, he'll hang around the backyard and allow me to continue to share his world for a little while.
I mean, I love this little video, Bob, but hopefully you're not kind of beaming ahead and I'm going to be like,
Yeah,
I gotta catch
please.
Bob.
But that's okay.
Bob, for the love of God,
Every year
please
I raise several
be
these
where
little
we
love of
were when you
people.
come back.
There. Just gives you a good feeling.
I am a wild
Just
animal. That's why I live
living
in
some
a
clouds
random
while you're
barn
watching little
in a meadow
Peapod
somewhere.
Junior there.
I'm
Yeah,
feral.
I'm also a
There's
wild
feral.
animal. It's why I
Even
live in a
shit.
cave
Notice that?
at the beach
That's totally
Cave at the-
his.
yes.
None of
that
that's
has
for
a
me.
robot in it.
Okay.
Why are his
I think
clouds
we
like
have-
exploding? Why
we
is an
had a little
explosion
sky finish.
happening in this
Because
day
he
and
was
age?
adding extra clouds as we were
because they really
being
are fun.
being
And they're very important in
shown
my life.
Peapod Junior. Oh no!
So I took a little touch.
Like,
of the
I'm trying to have a normal one here, Bob.
Just a little touch.
Oh please!
All
Oh
right.
please! Can't keep up.
I have a little piece of masking tape here just to protect.
No,
my
speed painting is
horizon
literally
line.
your thing, but I can't keep
That's
up.
the only reason it's there.
Oh, good enough.
A little touch more of the phthalo blue. I already have white on this little blender, so they'll just sort of mix together. Isn't that a wild
It's funny. I talk to
sky?
Mama Hurricane sometimes about wanting to get a pet
I bet there's a
hedgehog.
storm
You know,
coming
like an
here.
African pygmy hedgehog.
Yeah.
Which is bred to be pets
Now
or
then.
whatever.
I get to
So I
watch
was like,
the
oh,
old
but they're
brushes.
wild
That's
animals. You
really
shouldn't
all
have a
I
hedgehog
wanna
pet.
do.
I'm like, I'm not having like
We wash our brushes,
us,
as
like a
you know,
European
and
hedgehog.
odorless paint
Not
them.
just a wild
Like, I'm
hedgehog
not,
as a pet.
I'm not just going out in the woods and grabbing one.
Yeah.
And just beat the devil out of it.
It's not like I'm
Ah,
gonna have
he
a
said it.
wolf.
Okay.
He said it.
We'll
Whoa!
take off this little piece
Sorry.
of masking tape.
Oh,
See, now that way my
oh.
horizon line
you call
is
it
nice
husband
and
tape?
straight
No, I
and
think you
very
called it
even.
masking
And that
tape.
was Prussian
Oh,
blue
must have,
and
okay,
sap
good.
green. I want to add just a touch
Oh, sorry. No,
more
I'm thinking of a bit from
where the piece of tape was.
my favorite YouTubers, Bobby Fingers, who I think one of the things he uses
Just
for his
add a little
modeling
bit
is called
more.
husband paste.
Like that.
I think is an actual term for something, but
We're in business.
he's also started making up names for
I
things
thought
because he
today,
knows he
let's
uses
play a
people. And I'm
little
like, is that a real thing, Bobby Fingers?
Seascapes give some people a
Or are
hard
you
time.
just,
They're not the
clowning
easiest thing in
around?
the world to paint. So let's make a seascape that's a little easier to do.
I mean, I do love.
We're
Oh,
gonna use the
easy.
small
Thank you,
knife a
Bob.
lot. And I'm going to take a little roll of paint, and I'm going to start
do
out
love-
by just figuring out basically here where my major wave will be. I want one big
Your major
crasher
wave?
wave. It comes right up here.
Right.
Maybe it bends over like that. And maybe there's a little dooter there,
Draw a wave.
and
here.
off sort of like that. That's really about all we're looking for. That's just a shape to tell us where the old big wave's going to live in our world. And back here, maybe there's a little wave that lives there. Putting a
where you
lot of
starting,
pressure
Bob?
on the
There?
knife, bending
There?
it,
Doing all right?
bending it. If you don't get
Going
too
too
crazy,
low?
the knife's pretty strong. You're not going to break it. Now, I will take a number 3 fan brush.
No, I'm not far enough to the
I'm
right.
using a
Whoa.
small one today. And
Oh,
very
that-
gently, I just want to blend that back a little bit.
Whoa.
Just enough to do that.
Goodness, weirdly before this, what I was doing was
don't wanna lose. It's
finally
the
getting
dark
around to
area right
watching
here that's
4-4, which is
important.
apparently a not very good movie. And I'm watching it, and it's fine.
Don't lose it. Hang on to it. It's a good friend.
But they
Just
use the
blend a
term
little bit of
janky
that
to
color
describe
back.
something. I'm like, dang.
Just a little, see?
Weird, like,
Get too crazy.
naughty's
I know,
video
it gets-
game
It gets nice.
language, making it into big
And
budget Hollywood
little bit
movies
in
now,
here,
is it?
little
That's
bit
very
there.
strange to me.
Now then, tell you what, while I have that little brush going, I'll take a little more titanium white. And back in here, I'm just going to put some little indications of some little strokes
What we're doing.
that will make it look
Little
like
strokes.
little distant waves,
Distant waves.
far away. Something about like so. We're not too worried about these. We'll sort of put them together with the liner brush when we put detail in there. There.
I did say Thor 4.
But that's really about all we need.
Thor,
It gives
Love
an
and
indication
Thunder
that
is cool.
something's happening back here. Other than that,
Yeah.
not too
Whatever.
worried.
It's not.
There.
I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. A lot of people enjoyed Thor Ragnarok.
Now then,
Thor 4.
let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
You know,
we'll take some more
Got some funny bits so far.
titanium white. And I'm getting a little roll of paint on the knife.
It is very funny though
Right
because
down
they
the
keep.
edge. It lives
The movie's
way out
awful. Read the comics instead. Well, yeah.
Now, we said
they have
this
Natalie
water was gonna
Portman,
come around
who
here
is
like this. So all
Thor's
we're
love
gonna do
interest.
Just
She
touch
also becomes
and give a
Thor.
little pull.
And it's very funny
Give a
because they
little
keep
pull.
showing her like, so she's like
Back in.
basically dying of cancer when she's not Thor.
There. That's going to be the top
And
of that.
so she picks up the hammer and
Grab a
becomes,
little
you
number
know,
3 fan
you know,
brush again.
she
Now
becomes a
just
superhero sort of thing.
barely
It's like a
touch this
henchman
and give it a
basically.
little tiny pull
But
over
because like
so.
they want to show her as being kind of
And that's
weak and
about all
frail,
I'm going to do today.
they've got her wearing these kind of rubber muscle arms when she's
Now,
transformed
we
into Thor.
need
Very
an
funny
eye
how
and the wave.
they've tried to CG them
Or
to
as
look
it's
a bit
commonly
better,
known,
and
the
it's
pretty
like
part.
it's not working, folks.
We'll take
They
a
just
little
look like
titanium
rubber.
white,
They
go
don't look like
right up in
muscles because
here,
you're also having
and
her
just
right
begin
next
rubbing
to
with the knife.
another actress.
rub it.
Oh, what's her name? Tessa Thompson, I think her name is.
Like
Where
that.
she is
Yeah.
beefy, and it's like that's how the muscles,
All you have
the
to
arms
do
should
is
look
rub it.
like.
It'll get as smooth.
I, you know,
We'll
you
take
know,
a
whatever.
little bit
They're
of
trying to go for a thing, but it's just kind of funny how they couldn't
cadmium
CG
yellow,
the
a
arms
little
properly
white.
in. It's great.
And I'm going to put a little touch right
We're
in
going
here
to do these.
and rub that. There.
do these.
Looks like sunlight just zipping right through there.
Oh, okay.
Just
Doing very well
like
here,
so.
Bob. Sorry, Bob.
But already,
Trying.
it's beginning to give the impression of a wave.
I'm not a good artist. Oh, the sun's
Quite
reflecting
easy.
off it now. Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. Take a little phthalo blue, alizarin crimson,
Okay.
proportionally much more crimson than the blue.
Well, I'm trying to think what other. There has been comic stuff in the past where it's like.
Grab a little white. And put
Oh
it in
yeah.
there so I can see what
Normally
color
with.
I've got.
Do
Ooh, I
you
like
know
that.
the? Oh, it's not supposed
I
to
like that
supposed to look
color.
like Jane either,
Nice
so
one.
they could have just
Sometimes it
had
just
another actress play
works.
Mighty Thor. That
Wonderful. It will
good
come right
point.
in here.
Yeah, that's a point, Jez. Because like
And put a
also
little-
in random
little
scenes,
indication, maybe
she's like wearing a helmet that
shadow.
obscures her face, and they could just make it so she's always
and just
got her
rub
face
it in.
obscured. Or just do like a face
It's going
replacement.
to mix with that color that's on the canvas automatically.
But what was I
automatically.
going to say?
This old
Like it's a
crasher
common comic
reach.
book thing of like, oh,
Comes right up here and breaks the
like
horizon.
do you know the Marvel sorry,
we
the DC
go.
Captain Marvel Sono Shazam?
Just splash it up
Yes.
in the
Of them.
sky.
Yes.
So
like it.
like there's a couple of bits where
We don't know
in
where
the
it's
very
going
famous
yet.
comic
We'll make
Kingdom
that
Come
decision in a
from
little
the early 90s.
Take a little
Like
phthalo
Bob
blue.
Ross. Oh, not Bob. A
bit
different
of
Ross.
white.
Bloody hell, I can't remember his name now. I'm sure Dres will come up with the name.
We'll just make a nice
I think it's
bluish
different.
color, maybe a little darker.
But anyway,
than that.
and like Billy Batson
I
is
like
like
it.
an
That's pretty
adult,
nice. I like it.
so they think he's
All right.
like actual Captain Marvel or whatever.
There, now we have
and
several
then
different
Black Adam,
values
who's
we
his
can
villain
use.
in the comic book series 52,
And we could begin
like he's like,
thinking
yeah,
about
I've just been transformed for like
maybe there's
3,000 years, so if I like
Little
lose
dude
my
comes
powers, I'm
right
just gonna
there.
turn into dust. So he does.
I know. That didn't make any
It's
sense. yet.
very weird, like
Watch,
an interesting
watch.
comic book thing we're doing there.
Now watch. It'll come. It'll
I'm
come.
trying. Is there any kind of like
Comes the
Kamen Rider or
watch.
Sentai stuff like that? I can't think
Coming
of
right down.
it.
We can just put all kinds of little things in there.
I'm definitely not
Just
doing what I'm
blend them
doing.
together.
Sorry.
This knife will do fantastic things if you just give it a chance.
Ooh.
Just rub it. I like to do entire paintings using nothing but the knife when I'm at home.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry,
that's
I'm
hard to
massacring
do
this. I mean, I'm sure you
on
don't care.
television with the limited time frame that we have.
Alex Ross, I think.
But you can do the entire painting with nothing but the knife. You really can. All right.
We'll need the
Take
wave
a little
here.
bit of the titanium white.
Arizaki Senior in Rivice, yeah.
Just want to make it look like that water's beginning to fall over. Something about like so. Now then, let's take, I'm just using the knife here, and I'm just going to touch it and let that water splash and churn and crash as it comes
These don't look
over.
like waves anymore.
Just boom.
It's fine.
Make little sound effects when you do this. It really helps.
Make
Get
this
you in
sound-
the
okay,
mood.
Bob.
Think about being,
You don't have to tell me twice. Boom!
think about a day at the ocean.
Boom goes the wave.
Shoot, if you don't live close to the ocean, then just sort of imagine it.
Oh,
Painting
crashing.
is imagination anyway. It's imagination that
Sometimes
you
I
can see.
can hear the ocean from my house.
There.
Nice. I don't live that close.
easy. You can make the indication of just a happy little foam wave crashing, churning.
I don't think I've ever been on a holiday where I've had a cabin right next to it.
All right, we need something for that to be a hitting on there.
Maybe in the future. I mean, if money was no object, if I was very rich, I would
throw some black in there
stay at the Polynesian resort in Walt Disney World. The bungalows that are literally on the water, in the water.
Rock right here.
They sound rad, but I believe they're like 10 grand a night. Or,
just a big old happy rock.
Yeah.
Gotta have something for all this to splash on. There I go making them noises again. I'm sorry,
noises.
I get carried away making
Wait,
noises.
what, Drez, huh?
If you was to record me at home when I'm painting
Their system is ass?
people
What?
think
Drez works
all by myself
tech
in a big
support
old
for
empty house.
hotels.
Oh, okay.
That's
Weird
the
little noises.
kaiju job.
say you
Yes. I see, the kind
He's
job.
a painter.
Makes noise you paint landscape
I
the
will-
cartoon is making the same.
I will never
okay.
stay at a Marriott
little black.
again.
Oh boy.
Little white, little brown.
I've stayed at Disney hotels in the past, but yeah.
Now I wanna come right in
Sounds
here.
bad. Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Still just using the knife.
I think we get slightly different
Just kinda
tech support
sort of
stuff
put the
because we're on
indication
like
of a
the
stone here.
Walt Disney Travel Company International, maybe, but I don't.
Have to keep wiping the knife off. Just wipe off the excess paint. Then
I
just
trust you know more than me about that
just
kind
by
of end of it
rubbing
anyway.
it, you can begin to create
Especially if you
the
work in it.
illusion of all kinds of things happening here. And painting is nothing more than games of illusion. That's really all it is. On a flat surface, you make it look like there's
Ooh, okay, well,
depth and dimension.
Oh, is it these rocks? These rocks? Oh, okay,
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we got some rocks that
We'll
the
take a little
things
white,
are going
a little touch of the
nuts
phthalo blue,
on.
not much, and very gently, very gently.
Yeah,
just
the
begin
Polynesian bungalows,
these two
they have
together.
like a hot tub
just
that's like a
churning,
glass
fighting,
bottom and like
crashing,
glass
and
bottom
carrying
into
on
the
there.
actual lake.
Oh wow.
Which would be nice.
There we
It
are.
would be nice if that lake is something you can swim in, which you can't, because
Something
hey,
about like
guess
that.
what might live in large bodies of water in a Florida swamp?
Now,
Uh,
let's find.
and yes,
There's one.
There are
We'll
alligators
take a
every
little
year in
Indian
Disney.
yellow, some white, and just mix them together. Indian yellow is a
I know,
very
I know a
bright yellow.
like a podcast I was just
Go
listening
up
to.
in
Their
here.
catchphrase was "stay out of the damn lakes."
Maybe
Because
maybe
yeah, you
some
will be
right
chomped
there.
on.
We'll put some
You'll get
reflection
chomped.
right in the water. About like that. Now, if you start in the
Okay, we
brightest
got
area, you
some
can work
sand
out
now, do we?
automatically. It'll
Sand?
pick up that color underneath
All right, okay.
and get darker and darker as it works out. A little more color. Lightest area.
I don't think it'll work
And
quite
then
as
we
well as
work
we
it
thought.
out.
But you know what?
Whatever.
I'm willing to give it a
That easy.
shot.
See, it gets darker and darker automatically. Now we'll
wide
go
enough
across,
brush.
just like we're making reflections. Because that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I can't really blend
It's
across.
just
Bob.
reflected color. Now already it looks wet. Like that. Now then,
And yeah, from
time
the
to start having some
there was Disney Hotel a couple of weeks ago.
Take a
I think it was
little white,
Anaheim, though not Florida, where the Disney Channel was playing.
and maybe
Oh my goodness, that's
Burn
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
right along in here.
Drez told me about that.
Like that.
Was that like
Firm
because there's only like
pressure.
there's not many actual like properly Disney hotels in
There we go.
Anaheim. It's mostly like partner hotels,
get
like
in there and
Marriott
work it.
stuff.
But
That's
isn't it neat way
wild.
To make a little
That's-
seascape? And as I said,
guest
if you've had
before them
trouble
did
with
something
seascapes
naughty, I
before,
think.
This might be the answer to your problem.
Oh dear, oh
Because
dear.
it's very simple. It works.
My
Probably
favorite
never
channel
will
when
be
I was
there out
last in a
there.
Disney hotel was the channel that just played all those
Firm pressure. I
recent
want
Mickey
that nice
cartoons.
edge to be there.
Great.
And you need to wipe the knife continually. Get the paint
Tune to
off.
the Disney Channel, you get something else. Yeah,
There.
that's impressive.
Running around something like that. A few of these little dooders.
Just want
we
your
can
kids
bring
to
in.
kind of chill out for a bit with some Disney Channel,
See,
and
it's
you
up
don't
to
want to
you.
compete with that.
You make the decisions. You make the decisions.
Oh.
Wherever you want them to be.
Made decisions. Thank you, Bob. I like
All right.
white waves. Okay. I don't know how they screw things like that badly, but oh god, they did. Yeah, that's
Just
a
all
pretty
kinds
big
of
screw
little
up.
things happening in here. You pick up a little of that color and
Dang.
bring it down. It creates the way the water is going to flow. That easy.
Oh,
All right. I get carried away when I do
yeah, I'm not
these.
doing this as well as you, Bob, but I'm trying.
I
You know
like to
what?
do these little rascals, and I like to
All that
paint with
matters.
a knife. It's really,
like to paint with a knife. It's really, as I say, when you're at home,
entire paintings,
entire paintings.
Nothing but the knife. Try
In
it.
fact, he has done those, I guess.
You'll
Yeah.
like it.
I think even before
Take a little more of the blue and
season
white.
30, he did like an entire painting with a found knife.
Once again, our little roll of paint. I want one more of those little
Bob is
diggers.
so powerful.
There's right here.
He is.
Something about like that. So it just goes right on off the canvas. Gives it a little more depth. And put a few little things. Now we can take our little fan brush and very gently
Fan brush. I have a fan brush,
just
Bob,
grab
but
that and pull it back right
can't really
across
put it back, Bob.
the water there.
I can do some tone mapping.
Pull it back. Just grab that color. That needs to go pretty straight. You don't want your water to look like
That'll
it's
do,
running
I
up
guess.
side of a mountain or something. It needs to go fairly straight. All right. But isn't that a super simple little way of making a very effective seascape?
Wonderful.
Simple is
you'll like it.
certainly a
Well,
word
try
for it, Bob.
And I'd love to hear from you. You know, if you have time, drop me a line. Send me a photograph of your paintings.
Oh, yeah,
My gosh,
Bob.
we
We'll
get
send you
some of the
screenshots
most
of our
beautiful
painting.
photographs. People are doing all over the country. Marvelous, marvelous paintings.
You know, that is something I do want to do if I'm kind of ever in Florida again with like kind of more of a car. I mean, I'll like go places. I do want to visit his grave. You know,
Get in there.
Yeah.
cool
It's
guy.
up
Pay
to
my
you.
respects.
You decide where all these little rascals live.
He's helped me sleep on many occasions.
We can
And he brings
splash a
us
few
these
little
beautiful
more things
tradition
up
we
in here.
have
Don't
of,
get this too crazy.
twice, several times a year.
Up in here. There.
It is funny. This is obviously Sono's idea, folks. This was Sono's
As I
idea.
mentioned, we could take
But this is something I wanted to do for so long that for a while, I thought that somehow I had come up with it.
I'm using
Yeah, no, I
I don't know
had
how that happened. Yeah.
I was in one of these. I was in a collab very early on in my
You can get
VTuber
in here and put
career,
in some details.
in which
Put
someone
in all kinds of little
did
waves and
a Bob
that make
Ross
your
paint
landscape
on.
really
and
special.
I
fantastic
stole the idea.
That was the idea. Fair enough. Yeah.
look. Just thin the paint down with paint thinner.
I remember back in the day as well, I thought I could do a silly thing of Mario
see?
Maker came out around the same time as the Bob Ross
Once again, I
stuff
think
going
this
on
is one of
Twitch.
the
Oh,
easiest
yeah.
seascapes.
And I was going to
we've ever
do,
come up with.
the Joy of Level
It's a
design
lot of
with,
fun to do. And you really
I guess
can
my
do
real
this
name or
one.
whatever.
We'll have a little
Because of course, you
bit
do
of
have the
green
tablet for the Wii U, so you could have like your
anywhere you
palette.
want 'em.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not sure how I've done that in the end, but I think
And you
it
can
was a
put as
good
much
idea. I
detail
think
in your world as you want. Or you can stop right there.
it's I did like Mario
Hardwood
Maker
wood.
too, but it was a shame that
Take a little of that lavender
because there
color,
wasn't a second screen on the Switch, it didn't quite work.
I just want to highlight
Yeah,
right
it's
around the edge of that little dark line will help set
I
everything
I
up.
did buy, and I still have a.
And even
I have like a
under
little
here,
capacitive
if you put a
touch pen.
dark line, it'll make it
You can
project
do stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
that,
do
but-
too.
dark line under all those little things right like that. And I think we'll take a little red.
Are we going to sign it, Bob? Yeah.
Going to call it finished. Hope you've enjoyed this little seascape. It's a lot of fun, and I'd love to see what you're doing. If you do have time, send me a picture. Until next time, from all of us here, I'd like to
Beautiful.
wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend.
God
God
bless
bless my
Bob.
friend. Yes. Thank you, Bob. Look at yours.
God
Dan,
bless
your sky's
Bob.
beautiful. Wow.
I'm pretty pleased with this one, except for the bottom right corner where nothing happened. I should probably not be using a canvas. I should probably be using something more square.
Yeah.
It seems like he
Oh, yeah.
works maybe closer to 4:3 than
4:3, yeah.
16:9.
When I used to do it in CSP, I would always make sure it was 4:3-ish. Mine looks, I feel like a mess, but it's roughly similar. If you saw the painting, you'd be like, oh, I guess it does, You have tried to replicate it a little bit. The waves look fantastic as well.
I was very nervous about this one because the last time we did one with a wave, it came out like really bad.
Oh no.
But this one, I'm a little more pleased with this one.
Wonderful. You should be. It looks.
I don't know why he had us make the sky so red.
Yeah, I guess he was like, oh, it's supposed to be at night, but like, I don't know. Mine is fun. Yeah, it is very fun. Beautifully signed. That's wonderful. Ooh. Right. Are we going to call it there, or do you want to do another one?
No, we can call it here.
Okay.
We can call it here. We did a good 3 paintings.
Good 3 paintings.
That's
couple of hours of painting.
about how many we usually do.
It's true. That is true. Beautiful. Folks, thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the donation, Para.
Yes, thank you, Para.
Sonos looks like a beautiful painting with vibes. Caps looks like something a villain in Toby Fox game would paint. Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone playing that Toby Fox game would want to have adult relations with that villain. So
I'm a Tumblr sexy man. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
So true. Unfortunately, I'm doing the resolution on these so low that like they cannot be done as prints. Most of my work can be done as prints because normally I work at like 600 resolution on like 1 million pixels by 1 million pixels. But this is actually fairly small and not print suitable because of how many programs I have to run right now.
But programs, and also the Bob Ross brushes seem to use up a lot of processing power for whatever.
Yeah, because they do a lot of weird detail stuff.
Yeah.
So using them large, they're like, nah, we're not gonna. I would love to do these as prints. Especially this one. This one I would like. I wonder if this one maybe is large enough to do as a postcard.
Yeah,
I could maybe do some of these as postcards, actually.
Hey, that's an idea for your anniversary.
Honestly?
Anniversary merch.
Honestly? Yeah. I probably could. I have all of my Bob Rosses from over the years. I could see, like, how many of them are suitable to print as postcards.
Excellent. Sorted. We've done it. You can get your Sono original in a postcard. You can get postcard frames, folks. So,
yeah.
I would buy a small postcard size Sono.
I will definitely look into that. See if see how they might look, and maybe make some postcard packs as a little anniversary merch gift.
Right.
But so we have one more day of VTube Summer Slam tomorrow.
Yes.
In which I have made the terrible choice to endurance stream the remainder of the Go Long Ocarina Randomizer crowd control seed. We will be going until we finish the seed. We still have not learned to swim. If we could learn to swim, if I could figure out where the bronze scale is, I feel like we can do it. I am running out of places I can think of to look for it.
Wonderful.
But I will be back tomorrow. Crowd control will be back up. We will figure it out.
You'll do it. You've got this.
It is for the kids. So again, the more you mess with my game, the more you help the children.
Exactly.
So come buy those crowd control coins. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be going until I find all 30 Triforce pieces. But we are gonna find... Are Pixie and Courage still going?
They might still be going. Let's have a look.
It looks like it. My button says Pixie is on. Because I know Pixie is endurance streaming. So I will send everyone...
Well, they're on Team Rose, so I think they're nearing the end.
Okay, well, we'll send everyone over there.
Oh, yeah, there's still got a while to go. So,
yeah, so we'll send everyone over there. Thank you again, everyone, for another wonderful Bob Ross paint-along, another great VTuber Summer Slam, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody!
Here at Gamers Outreach, we believe kids deserve a chance to be themselves. Video games inspire joy. They represent an opportunity for us to connect with each other through activity and story. few outlets. Thankfully, gamers are here to make a difference.